Hello, I am back once again, and surprisingly, I'm keeping to my schedule for the past couple of weeks. I'm doing well, although I haven't uploaded to YouTube in a while, so I guess every pretty soon we're gonna get those like one each day for like a week, maybe longer. So yeah, if you want to watch them back, if I remember to actually upload them, I will. I've been busy for a bit. Started a like 4 day course on Monday, and I have to travel 1 to 2 hours just to get there. Yeah, I'm here with Obsidian Blade 266, Brodo, and Quinton. So fun times. But let's get right into it.
Gewoon niet
Stream
dat
has
het niet
started.
gegund is, maar gewoon het is niet zo handig voor zichzelf.
There we go.
Yeah,
Camera's
well.
working. Everything is working. I actually followed my checklist.
Wow.
Yes.
He actually made the bloody checklist. That's a first.
Well, I've started to realize that just putting things
Pudding.
pudding.
He has realized pudding.
Yes, pudding. I've realized that
Awesome.
writing stuff down, it's just way easier. Like, I just write it down, it'll be fine.
Do you write on pudding?
I don't think it would be that difficult.
I don't know about that.
Might want to turn the engine off, see.
It sounds pretty difficult to me.
Dude, why does this roof still remain a problem? I'm nearly finished. It's
It's
just
so-
a tower. But I don't know how to connect it.
Are you gonna do a middle tower to those 4 towers, or?
Why
I
did
was
you sound like a
thinking,
robot?
But simultaneously, then shit becomes really tall.
Yeah, that's fine for the tower. The tower is
I
more
mean, I
smaller than
guess-
the roof.
No, it's not.
Okay, it's equal.
I guess I could do. Wait.
I feel like it should be higher than the roof.
Well, maybe I could. Where would that be?
So I need to find. Alright, let me grab the clear so I can actually.
So, Jules,
Yes.
an interesting thing happened over here.
What happened?
You know that they are doing like the heat installation and all that.
Yes.
Well, as you remember, they made some pretty deep holes for it.
You mean for
And
the floor
today
heating? Or.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now the job was to connect those holes to the home so that they can put an installation in it, right?
Yeah.
So, but for that to happen, you kind of have to dig out the front garden.
So the front garden got completely dug out.
Somewhat, yeah, not too bad. At least the area where they, of course, have to lay the pipes. Well, that brought with it some complications because
Like.
it turns out that the internet cable is also somewhere.
Don't tell me they managed to hit the actual
And
internet cable to
they
the
might
house.
have found it.
Did they break it though?
Well, if you define splitting a cable in two as breaking it, yeah, probably.
Ouch.
But I don't know how KPN fixed it. So this happened yesterday, and it's already back.
Somebody
so
had
KPN
to,
was quick with it.
somebody had to come like it because it's did the company do it? They probably immediately were like, shit. We have to fix this problem right now because otherwise people are really gonna complain.
Well, they just made a melding by KPN, and then
They just said like, "Oh, we nicked a cable, and it needs fixing quickly. Help."
Pretty much.
And then KPN was like, "All right, we'll send someone over." Like, they probably have an entire emergency team for shit like that because it can happen.
Yep. Yeah. No, that's pretty much what happened.
So they just send like guy number 1 out for, or like a couple of guys out for, just like see how bad it is and fix it if possible. Like, just how bad did they fuck it up?
Yeah. Pretty much.
But at least you got a piece of new cable.
Yeah, but they kind of laid it kind of jank. They like attach it to a pipe that's gonna go in like 2 days.
Oh, so they didn't
So now we
even.
have to contact KPN to come and lay it again.
So the company is to blame, definitely.
Oh yeah, they're paying for it.
The companies are at fault, basically.
En toen was de
Oh
hele
no,
game
KPN has no like context of what's happening
Hello.
with the whole.
You're back.
Oh,
Hello.
hoezo heeft iedereen vandaag internetproblemen bij jullie?
Well, I have slightly more internet, or had slightly more internet problems than whatever you had.
I mean,
Or
ik
I've
heb
heard.
het. Fucking Jim heeft het.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm quite certain that Jim has not had the same issues as I have.
Laten we even heel simpel zijn. Ik weet sowieso zeker dat ik niet de issues heb.
I mean,
En hoe weet je dat zo zeker?
Ik ben nu live een speedtest aan het doen. Even kijken. 900 MB per seconde. Wat is het? Down?
that's good. That's what you can expect from a cable.
That's pretty slow.
That's what I used to have before I had to.
Die jij even lekker je speedtest, jongen.
Nah, I'm playing Minecraft right now.
I mean, mine is my Wi-Fi, even though it might not be the fastest because I'm going over Wi-Fi instead of a cable, still holds up really well when streaming, as I'm demonstrating right now.
Hoezo heb je niet gewoon een kabel?
Because of the easy answer,
Apartment.
the router is on the other side of the apartment.
Okay. Then you lay a fucking cable.
So I'd have to go through either multiple walls.
My fucking modem is down 2 fucking stories.
Yeah, but either I have to go through multiple walls or multiple doors, and it has to look decent. So
Yeah, my cable has to go through literally the entire home.
like before we moved, I had the luxury of just basically sitting up, like living one floor above the router. So all we had to do was drill a hole through the floor and the ceiling, and boom, there was a nice hole, 5-meter cable, done.
5 meters,
Was a
yeah.
nice hole, eh?
Yeah, all I have to do
I
is
don't
go
know how
one
long
floor
my
up.
cable is, but I know sure as shit it ain't fucking 5 meters.
Like currently,
It's
I
at
would
least
have
20-meter
to.
cable, probably longer.
I'd probably have to buy a spool that's
Yeah, the
either
problem isn't
20
the
or
length, the
50
problem is
meters.
the amount of surfaces that they have to go through.
Yeah, that's multiple reinforced fucking floors. So I mean, eh.
And the downside is it's rent, so can't really drill holes through the wall to get an Ethernet cable through.
Yeah, that is yikes.
My best option would be Wi-Fi over
To go
or Ethernet
buy a
over
hole.
power, but I don't know what the
Yeah,
wiring
I
is,
mean,
and it could
yeah,
hurt
but
the speed.
well, no. Hear me out. Why not just use fucking like the sticker fucking cable things? Like just the same shit you normally drill into the wall, but just put it on there with some fucking 2-sided tape or some shit. Just wire it through that. Is it gonna look nice? No. Does it fucking work and without any permanent issues? Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, drilling is not an option. So,
You don't need to drill for that. You can just use double-sided tape.
like through the doorway.
Yeah.
I mean, I did pitch the idea already. Like, I could use like some
Just
actual
do it over
stuff
the-
to
just do it. If you just do
properly
in the-
hide it.
I mean, if you just do it in the top right or top left, it's sure as shit is gonna work.
I was
Even if there's a fucking door, it's gonna work.
you have those decorative pieces you could put along your ceiling or often on the floor.
Yeah, but the problem is for those you would most likely have to drill.
Well, or you have to stick them on with double-sided tape. That would cover up the wire aspect, but when you come to a door, it gets really difficult to do said thing.
It is
For-
better, yeah, but especially because of doors, I'd say don't do it on the bottom, do it on the top side.
Well, also another thing, above all the doors are windows.
Then what the fuck is the issue? Just pull them through the goddamn window.
What kind of windows? 11 or 10?
Just pieces of glass
Oh, well, fuck me. I guess.
XP?
that don't
Or
open.
Joule?
Unless there's an
By the way,
outside
I
window.
know apartments are sometimes built cheap, but that's like on another
But
level.
by the way,
He is still use XP.
drink counter check question mark.
I've only looked at it shortly before sort of giving up, because
Thank you for reminding me.
oh no.
Yeah, let's hold on. Let's see how many I've saved up at this
Oh
point.
no, I meant that I should hydrate myself.
That's the
no,
wrong piece of
I meant
paper.
Nah,
That's
nah.
3 of them.
that man
I'm
gets to
hydrated
get
enough.
paper again.
That's
I have to
4
make
of them.
Because
That's
I
5.
I kind of need a hydrate counter because like
That's
apparently
6.
I haven't been drinking
That's
enough the
7.
past week probably.
That's 8.
Well, I have
That's
zero body
9.
fluid also, I have none.
Hey guys,
10.
why don't you add on to this?
I can't. I have 13 leaves.
Well,
I still have like 20k.
I do have a drink.
Well,
I do have a drink. It's a can.
I'll just put Joule stream in the background so that I farm leaves.
Yeah, same.
But I've tried looking into it if Stream Elements had a specific counter for it, but they don't.
They did not have a hydrate counter.
They don't have a counter
That's
for
such a
like.
basic need. Every streamer has that.
I mean, but you don't even need to automate it. Just make it so you just press a button on your keyboard and it just goes +1 or -1.
Yeah, but
So you do in the mod tab thingy, you can see all the events there.
yes, but how do you turn that into a proper counter?
That's
No
I mean not that
idea.
hard actually. You just make
code it.
you just have a program that reads it.
Yeah, that requires code.
You can do code.
You have AI.
First of all, I
Isn't your
refuse to
job
use AI.
code currently.
Yeah, isn't the only
no.
one with a job here to do code yours?
Eventually. Right now, I'm more in the like they want to
Then
make me a hybrid
maybe-
between. So they want to put me in
Maybe don't
between the
wait
engineers and the
and
project
start
leaders.
learning some things about code.
I am
know,
currently
also
doing a
like
course to get
nonetheless.
familiar with the program that we use.
Also, I got another fucking reward for
Oh, yeah.
watching God knows how many streams. So I have another 450 fucking leaves.
Why does that kind of code even exist, you? I find it so strange.
What kind of code?
The one your company uses.
Plain English?
Yes.
No idea. But the program that we use uses JavaScript as
Quinn,
well. So-
Have you heard of this?
Plain
I
English.
have not.
It's
Plain
a coding
English, I've
language
heard,
that's
yeah.
just
Because plain English is what we all are speaking right now.
Yeah.
yeah, but now it's a coding language.
What?
Plain English
The
is
only
yeah.
Brother,
the only
what,
thing-
what the fuck did people smoke? Give me some of that shit. What the fuck?
So we nowadays speak JavaScript, and now coding has gone to plain English.
Well, that would explain why some people
I
can
did not
understand
finish
each
my
other.
I did not finish my JavaScript language study. I can only do binary. Sorry.
And what about C#?
No. I'm learning C++ at school. It's way
I mean, there
different.
was a time I could somewhat fucking deal with fucking Morse code.
That's basically human code talk, yeah.
I do at some point actually want to learn Morse code purely because it would be incredibly funny to talk to someone with only Morse code, because no one else is going to look at that and think, oh yeah, they're talking about that.
Yeah, even more funny. Imagine us walking around and just go a beep 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 beep.
Have you seen that video of two AIs talking to each other?
They
Oh,
eventually
God.
devolve into their own
Uh,
language
Is
because
it almost as bad as like putting
Hold on.
dominoes and Papa John's on the same call?
I know what you're
It's,
talking about.
Yeah, it's this video.
Oh God.
What, like, for those who know what you just heard, the Domino's and Papa John's. Basically, you both call, and then you put like the microphones and the speakers together, so they're basically calling each other.
What the fuck?
Yeah, if
Why did they both just immediately understand what the fuck Gibberlink code is?
Because they're both AI.
They're different AI though, or am I wrong?
I'm not sure. I mean, they might use the same base model. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's honestly not that difficult to get them to do the same thing. You just need to run like a check, and then you just check for all the
Yeah.
types of encoding that there is.
I'm, if anything, more impressed by the mic quality.
True, yeah.
Fair.
If any fucking artifacting or whatever the fuck is in that audio file, the message is completely fucking ruined.
and if I shut the engine off,
Yeah, that would be a problem.
and also, traffic sucks. I can now understand why some people tend to go for an automatic if they have to drive in a traffic jam every day.
Yeah.
Because my clutch is
definitely.
probably not liking me basically riding it like for kilometers on end, because we're only doing like 6 kilometers per hour. I also discovered how fast my car goes in first gear if I don't touch any pedals, or second gear if you don't touch any pedals, and that's 8 and 12 kilometers per hour respectively. So if I'm in a traffic jam and I realize, oh, we're just moving a constant 8 kilometers per hour, I can just shove it in third, gently let go of the clutch, and just ride it out like nothing happened.
Yeah. Yeah, you could. Or you could destroy the clutch,
Yeah,
which is a
no,
lot more fun.
I might already have problems with power steering,
Oh, that's lovely.
because turning the wheel makes noise.
Wait, your car that doesn't have
By the way, talking about
revs
traffic
or
jams,
any
this
other.
absolute fucking maniac of a fucking guy. What the fuck?
Also, I've seen multiple accidents this week. Because
Yeah, shit
apparently,
happens.
with traffic jams, people don't know how to drive, and at very low speeds, still manage to get an accident. You're not even doing biking speed.
What is this?
I love the fact that I'm just hearing someone watching it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
it gets
sure,
so much worse than you
this
think.
is not a problem for Jules' stream, just somebody yelling that.
Oh,
I
yeah, the
assume it's
yelling
not
doesn't
on
get
his
better.
stream.
What?
Oh, it is. Trust me, we can hear
What
it. loud
the
and clear.
fuck?
What video? What video is it?
Yeah, in general, in Discord.
That means you have to switch.
This one.
He sounds happy.
I would maybe
Oh,
restart
that
it if you want
one.
them to watch it via this.
Oh, that one.
I
Hold on,
love
if
the
I'm
fact he
smart-
immediately recognizes it.
I can copy text
Why did they subtitle the whole radio?
and put it
What is he
in
doing?
memes on my server. Yeah, it's basically just a guy I think with a parade, like you realize that everything
Yesterday-
is just blocked. It's sort of
Yesterday,
rages.
Jules and me looked at a video of like an old guy evading the police on a lawnmower.
Yeah. Also, we're hearing the audio through someone's mic.
Do we? I don't think we are. I think you mean just the radio in the video.
No, I have your stream muted.
Oh, now I hear it too, yeah.
And I know exactly who it's coming from.
It can only be one person.
C6, C6, so that's that. Then the other job, which is this specific job, D2.
Why? Why did he do this?
I don't know.
To
I have
what
the same
benefit?
question. I had the same questions with the guy with the lawnmower.
Yeah.
Call
The guy
God
with the
knows how many
lawnmower?
about fucking washing, because apparently washing is the most important thing in this fucking universe.
You mean your laundry, your clothes?
Yeah, but it's becoming a obsessive fucking thing at this point. To the extent that he's actively fucking monitoring it in the fucking app of the fucking washing machine and the dryer.
Why does the washing machine
Laundry
even have an app?
paranoia. Yay.
For the same
like
reason, our
this.
dishwasher has it, our aircos have it, my lighting has it.
So
Chromebook
it's
TV
for
has
the
it.
benefit of the Chinese then.
Yes.
My lights,
Okay, I think
definitely,
this
yes.
works,
My
so.
lights are definitely Chinese. The rest,
Yeah.
not necessarily.
The question is
Okay,
basically
now I
how
just need
much
to connect it up.
you want the Chinese government to have your data.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I
I
app
mean,
that
that looks
controls
good,
my
Reggie.
fucking lighting in my room, yeah, have fun. I couldn't give any less fucks.
Yeah, but now I need to connect it to the.
Oh yeah, you kind of shot yourself in the foot there.
Like the only Chinese app
do
is the
you
one that
pull the
controls my
roof
lighting.
straight or do you pull the roof down? Is now the question.
Well, the thing is, I want this part of the roof to be, you know,
Oh, the handbrake's still
at
on.
least the same height.
Dumbass.
Yeah, well, I'm pulling a train
Yeah.
that's worth a lot of
You
tons.
might just want to pull down like this same you did on the other side and just consider the tower roof as a separate thing.
By the way, have you looked at the BeamNG Drive update?
No, I did see that bit coming in, but I didn't see the, I guess, yeah, I'm gonna take a quick look at that, which can easily be done by just, like,
Okay.
what the f...
Are you starting to understand why I'm telling you to look at it?
Is there a list? No, they don't do it like they do with Stormworks by just saying that they changed some things and having a list.
No, they do not.
Apparently they made a dump truck.
Yes. Also
And-
a large wheel loader.
Yeah. They
Also, we have an addition to the Italy map.
they
that's a
expanded
Mark
Italy, yes. Italy's a good map.
Honestly, yes, but like also it really could have used a fucking expansion like this.
Yeah, because it was like if you've, what I did, I played a lot of missions like garage to garage missions. In Italy, eventually you just learn the map. You're like, oh, we're getting on this road again. Oh, we're getting on this road again.
Do you
So
know
having
what's even more terrifying? I was looking at the configuration menus of the fucking machines. Outside of the fact that the dump truck has a fucking JADO configuration,
That is,
outside of the fact you can make it do literal fucking wheelies,
that is legendary. Putting JADOs on.
Like- No, not only jaded. Like you can literally make it do wheelies.
That's just how it's supposed to be.
The wheel loader, you can add racing parts into. You can make it go 60 kilometers an hour.
Let me make the train more silent.
Like, think about that for a second. A giant fucking wheel loader going 60 kilometers an hour.
You mean the death machine?
It's surprisingly light, though.
Alright, I'm
For
at
what it
full
is.
throttle with a massive train, and we're going on a pretty steep uphill.
Oh, we're not going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship?
Nope.
Going through the sky?
Damn you and your nostalgia.
You know, it gets even better. I've never watched it as a kid, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, you haven't?
I don't think I did.
Either we have a...
I watched it all the time, but the only episode I remember was the one with the dinosaur violin thing.
We might have a either for the Game Boy or the DS. We might have a game actually.
It has a game?
It
Yes.
has a game?
I'm not sure if it's for the DS or for the Game Boy. Might be Game Boy.
What the fuck?
Game. Oh, there's multiple even.
Fuck.
Wait a minute. DS.
From what I remember, it is actually Game Boy.
Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, Game Boy Advance. Yeah.
Where can I find the ROM for this? I have a Game Boy Advance emulator. Where can I find the ROM for
Oh
this?
god.
Yeah. The best part is my mother still has her Game Boy Advance, so you know,
Game Boy.
you can actually
But-
play it.
But Bush, hear me out. Hear me out. When are you doing a Pajama Man Sam stream?
No, I will not include AI.
What? AI?
I know what Jim
This
is
is a
thinking.
This is the game.
Bruh.
Is it like a time game? Is it like a music game? I mean, I guess that makes sense.
It is like missions basically where you have to time shit.
Puzzles.
It is just a bunch of puzzles.
But like, no, but like
Little
Pajama Man Sam,
Einsteins?
bro. Pajama
You
Man
don't know
Sam
this?
is a piece
No.
of Dutch fucking
Oh my god.
culture, and I love it.
He doesn't even know what this is.
Yeah,
Bush, do you know what Pajama Man Sam is?
Jim
know
showed
what they do,
me
don't
a
you?
stream for Doug.
Great job! Quincy is playing Edward
fair,
Creeks
to be
in
fair,
the Hall
it-
of the Mountain King.
It's not only fucking Doug that plays it. Like Serpent Gameplay also fucking plays it quite a bit.
Yeah, no, but Doug did like made ChatGPT play it, and it took a really long time.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Bad.
Is this? Okay, for a moment I thought it was a tier list. It's just the missions. Wait, it's just, no, it's the
like,
cutscene.
You could also do stuff like Spy Fox, Freddy Fish, Boot.
In
There's
theory,
options.
if we were to track down either a bunch of DS games or a bunch of Game Boy Advance games, I could easily just play it on the console itself.
But Yoran, you've actually never seen this.
No, I've not seen that.
To be
This
fair,
is
I've
how
also
children learn and then forget very quickly about
Oh my
classical
fucking
music.
god, I'm gonna call it again. Jesus fucking Christ.
Laundry.
Why do you always get called?
He's just an important man.
Nah.
No, but hey, this is how children learn and then swiftly forget
Oh
about
my
classical
god, why
music.
can he not do anything himself?
Did it involve laundry?
What is
No, I have to
this?
look at whatever the fuck is in the oven because he is doing laundry.
What is it to just?
He scored me 3 fucking times.
How good is it to just go to the fucking
Be
oven?
right back.
Also, I'm at full throttle and just slowly slowing down. This is not good.
Jim,
Yes.
I don't know why, My bathroom has turned into Mordor.
Why?
You've never even. How do you know what Mordor looks like? You've never even.
Well, I
watched
imagine
Lord of
this
the
is what it
Rings.
looks like.
You've never watched Lord of the Rings.
Does it involve a
I
lot of
imagine
doors?
I imagine this is what it looks like.
Hold on, let me pull up Mordor.
I have an
Because I think
important.
you're actually onto something.
I have an important question, Johan, here. I have a very important question. Did it involve multiple doors?
Might have.
Like,
You're
you
gonna
need,
have
like-
to watch. I send it in the voice, so you can see.
Hold on, what is that gate called again? The gate for Mordor.
Oh.
It's just called the Black Gate, isn't it?
And the reason that I didn't turn the light on for the picture is because the doors are actually in the way of the light switch. So I can't reach it.
I didn't know you could summon things.
Me neither.
Also, I did
It
earlier.
was, in fact,
If you
not
check that
included
there
in
is
the
not
light-
actually a pentagram on the floor there.
Yeah, well, small issue, I guess.
What is this Google Maps style map of Mordor?
Also, like half an hour before the stream actually started, I was sitting with my bun as usual. Because take good care of your pets and give them a lot of attention. And he did the absolute cutest thing that I've ever seen him do. I was sitting on the floor, he was sitting next to me. He decided, with my arm like kind of
You're
low,
on here. Here, you were maybe
To-
onto something.
put his front two paws on my arm, which he sometimes does when licking my
How is
arm,
that
because of
remotely
course.
similar?
Oh, there's an orange light.
And then he
Beyond
decided
the
to
door.
stretch and yawn.
Was there one now?
It was very
There's one
cute.
in the picture. There's like orange lighting in the picture.
Yeah, that's the light from down the stairway, I think.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a.
Have you ever seen this scene where he does this speech?
It does kind of look eerie, doesn't it?
Yes.
Are you
But I
about
promise
to
you-
find an animatronic in your bathroom?
When you have to walk down 2 fucking stories because someone is sitting within fucking like 3 meters of an oven and can't take the time out of doing the fucking laundry to look at it for 2 fucking seconds.
Yeah.
But, Yoran,
Yeah.
have you ever seen this scene, like this speech?
Oh god, Lord of the
I think I
Rings.
have.
Also, I made it
I
up
mean,
the hill.
Yeah, no. I somehow got Mordor in my home, so.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
guys, let's be real here. I've never watched it to begin with, so.
Same.
Well, me
They
neither.
they are some of the best movies ever made, dude.
Okay.
But
Go watch
but-
T-34, have fun.
you mean that tank movie?
Yes, the tank movie.
Let me guess. Does it involve a T-34?
Wait, is this not where he does
It
the
is
speech?
does involve a T-34. It's also a Russian state-backed project.
Oh, is it?
Glorious.
Is this
I
not
did
where he does
enjoy
the speech?
movie.
Wait.
It is kind of a.
It is a
fun
good movie. It's genuinely a good movie.
Never mind. I was
It's
wrong.
genuinely
This is
a
not
really
the
fucking
scene.
good movie.
Yeah.
For once, I have to apply some brakes to slow myself. Oh, I might have to apply a little bit more brake.
Is this
And if
the
that
speech?
don't work,
Slow
use
down,
more
please.
brake.
Okay, I think this is the speech, right?
Slow down, please. Thank
Yeah.
you very much. Where is the switch gonna take me? I have to go to the right. And the
I'm gonna
switch.
try and see if I can make a modular engine work in my fucking hybrid fucking truck somehow.
I mean, go for it. Modular engines aren't difficult if you like. You could use the 0 to 1 throttle.
Yeah, the issue is the way you implement them literally wouldn't work with a transmission.
Yeah, because I just said, well, it could work with a transmission.
No, because your gear ratio doesn't change with the RPM. Like if you make the RPM limit higher, you create an issue with the entire shifting system.
Because I have made a gearbox with just changing the RPMs, and it worked. What
Yeah,
I
but at
did,
that point,
That's not a gearbox.
that's not a gearbox.
it is multiple gearboxes together that basically changed gear with a set, I think it was a set speed.
So wait, what? No, wait. What you're telling me is you made a reverse gearbox. Instead of
Yeah, he
changing
did,
the wheel
actually.
speed, you're changing the RPM of the engine.
No, you're still changing the wheel speed. You just set your RPM to a certain amount.
Yeah, but by changing the bloody throttle and calling it a gearbox.
Like you basically say I want like 8 RPS, and then it accelerates. But if it goes above a certain speed or is within a threshold of that speed, it switches gears so you can go faster. You know,
You know what's the most
it does that.
worrying thing about this? All of this.
It works.
He's an engineer.
Yes. It's a solution that actually works. The more RPS you ask, the faster you go. Well, if I ask more RPM, if I ask
Theoretically, he's
15,
an engineer.
it would then shift through the gears, because of course it's an automatic, and actually, you know, work its way through
but
yeah,
some
no,
gears and then go
actually,
fast.
Jules,
Yes.
Your gearbox
Like
is
the
to
annoying
cable
thing is gonna be, essentially, this is currently my ECU. I am gonna have to change it to work with a fucking far more logic-wise more complex engine.
All you have to do is, instead of having one throttle output of the ECU, have 2 and half the fuel.
Yeah, but
What?
it isn't as simple because
Why do you need to
No,
hold the fuel?
To get the right
Okay.
air-fuel ratio.
stoichromatic
Increase
ratio.
air.
Joran,
Stoichromatic ratio. That's all I have to say.
What is
Joran, I
this
need
in
an
terms of
opinion.
efficiency? What?
Well, it's not an efficiency thing. It either works or it doesn't.
Yeah, you have to basically,
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
your air throttle is has a maximum of 1, and your fuel as well. But if you put them both to 1, you basically flood the engine and everything dies, because your air fuel ratio is 1 to 1.
It's far simpler than what he's making it. You either are running rich like a motherfucker, or lean like a motherfucker. Either way, you destroy the engine normally.
Each of those result in a non-start.
And in fucking real life, it results in your engine just being kaput.
Or running like
Like, what
shit
was it?
I
before
think
dying.
we have established that this is not similar to real life. We got
No.
that far.
Yes, it's actually quite similar to real life. Like stoichromatic ratio is quite important actually for engine in real life.
Yeah, but Stormworks
yes,
isn't
of
realistic
course.
at all.
But, I mean,
Well,
yeah,
this
okay, the
is
way
not
it
a
does it.
realistic interpretation of it.
I mean, in a way, because what?
No.
Because that is like I'm currently figuring out what the fuck the old piping is. That's the part I'm at. Like,
Yeah.
Fuck.
Because you decided to, like, how many engines did you use?
2.
Yeah, you can get away with a lot less pipe.
Anyway,
Not only, I mean, I'm still gonna use 2 engines. That's not changing.
Joran,
Yeah.
I need an opinion.
Again.
This or
Go ask Wilders.
That is crazy. That
Oh,
is
he is a
crazy.
professional opinion giver. If you like his opinions, is another thing.
Or
but
this.
He does do it professionally.
What?
Hold on.
What?
Is he
The
option
end.
one
My
again?
train starts here.
Didn't-
The end is there.
Okay, so yeah. Yeah, okay.
This
Oh
might
my
be-
god, he's calling again!
Heh. But are there any demonstrators parked right here?
I see your problem. Yeah.
Not that I can see right here, right now.
If you do the other one, you
feel
should do
like-
the entire roof, don't you?
I feel like the other one makes more sense.
There might be one in those bushes, but I'm not willing to find out right now.
It does. But then I feel like the entirety of the roof should
Wait.
coincide.
Oh, wait, that's the S060, isn't it?
Can you go back to that one?
Yeah, the S060. I remember now when I was basically it might be in that shed, and then I looked the other way and found
I feel
it.
like that the rest of the tower should also go over into the roof, like higher up.
So what
Yeah.
the fuck is my plan gonna be for a fucking engine in the
I
size
don't
of a
wanna do
fucking
that.
medium engine?
No,
that's-
Uh,
That's why I kind of like this option, because then it keeps it separated.
Normally it is the same
yeah,
height
but
as
it doesn't
But-
really.
But
You
it
could-
doesn't really
have to
flow.
height.
Yeah, that's the problem. It now just stops the
Yeah.
curves.
you could
The-
basically
that
do
option is
a
better.
3-banked
this.
1x1
Yeah,
engine.
But
You
I
might just kind of
I
have to
am
roll with
currently
it.
looking,
honestly.
figuring me shit out.
Well, it starts with a
think we
crankshaft,
will.
because
Yeah, I got as far as that.
as far
You
as
should
far as life
probably
goes,
change that to sandstone, probably.
a lot of shafts are
Oh.
involved.
Yeah, you love shafting, we
more
get
like
it.
That works.
Well, I'm currently handling a stick,
oh, that works actually.
a
Yeah,
throttle.
that does work.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Okay. No, we're going with this. This is way better.
Because I'm trying not to stall up a hill with
Cool. Okay.
metric fuck tons of train. In this case, 1 metric fuck ton is 300. Add another 200 on top of that.
I'm essentially making a fucking aircraft engine at this point, but
And add another 280 to that. So you basically have 233. So you have 800 tons, roughly.
so a simple question: how many cylinders is too many?
The answer is, how much torque do you want?
Yes.
Then there is no real end to it. But how many cylinders do you have at the moment?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is 14. So that's 28 per engine with 2 engines.
Yeah. Wait, are the 2 medium engines next to each other?
Yeah, somewhat. There's a gap. There's a 1 gap in between.
May I recommend, if you want to go for, do you want to go for torque or for just RPS?
Does it matter?
Because otherwise you might want to use a 3x3 engine. But then you might be limited to a flat 6. So you might not get as much power out of it.
That's one that's not gonna fucking fit because there's only a 1 spacing between the 2 engines. So it would be 7
Oh
wide.
yeah.
2, the idea is to make an engine that fits in the same space as a medium engine because I use medium engines in fucking everything.
Yeah.
It is meant to be a direct replacement part.
So you basically want to create a package that is the size of a medium engine but modular.
Roughly. Roughly, yeah.
Yeah, then a 1x1. Also, you do have to take a belt system into account with the starter, alternator, pump, all
Yeah,
that
but
shit.
That is actually a very fair point. Let's make it a 6 engine per bank.
And then you
Let's
have
say a 6-cylinder.
to add a clutch to convert it to actual, pipe.
Yeah, but that I'll figure out some fucking out.
That has to go on the other end of your crankshaft.
I'll figure it out. Oh yeah, I need to be on both sides. Oh yeah, that's actually a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, so you're probably gonna end up with a 20-cylinder engine.
Yeah. No, the problem is more so where the fucking crankshaft is currently for me. I mean, I have the space to just put it up 1 block higher. Actually, we are gonna do that.
Also, don't forget to use manifolds to connect the banks to each other.
Yeah, I'm not stupid like you.
Otherwise, your engine won't run.
I know.
Seems like he knows.
Yes, I know
because
because
I saw this man do it before.
yeah, he saw it happening live.
Literally.
With millions of other people.
Yeah, keep dreaming, but
Well,
Yeah.
It's not my
maybe
dream.
maybe if he's lucky with people. I think that's a more realistic.
Well, you guys were there, so
with
that is with
unknown
people. Unless you guys don't count as people.
No, we're.
Yoran, let's bring this back to our discussion from yesterday.
What was our discussion yesterday?
Humanity.
What?
humanity is an issue, yeah.
What? I forget. Okay.
Bro for
Pinocchio.
gore. Bro for gore.
Wally.
Oh, oh, that. Yeah.
So are we people?
By the definition of are we human? Yeah, probably.
To be or not to be? By the way,
That's
why
not
did
a
I
quote
only
for
today?
I eat it, don't I?
Why did I only today realize that 2B from Nier Automata is definitely named that purely because of to be or not to be?
Well, it either is to be or it isn't to be. So technically, that statement is
the
true.
reason it's so stupid, I only realized that today, is because one of the endings is literally called to be or not to be.
Yeah, Chief, what is this? I was today years old type of shit, bro.
No, that was I was born 2 days ago or something, or like I'm only 2 days old, I think.
No, it's.
I don't think that's
I
what
was born this. I
don't
was
think he
2
knows what
years
you
old
mean,
when I
Quint.
figured this the fuck out.
Wait, what are you talking about then?
Yeah, no, he has no clue.
Because I do know there's like some kind of philosophy or something that's like, I'm only 2 days old.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't
Me
know
neither.
either, I just know it exists.
Not making
So-
it any better.
If I understand
and the reason I
correctly,
know it exists is because someone quotes it in Devil May Cry 5 of all places.
so if I understand this correctly, which there's a lot of rain, so that's annoying. You have 4 people in the Discord call, all being confused because one person said something they doesn't understand himself, and the rest doesn't know either.
No, I know exactly what Quinton means, and I also know exactly what Jim means.
Wait, you
You're the
do?
only
Wait,
person that
what's it
isn't
from then?
confused. Okay, noted.
I think. Maybe. Well, I don't know what's from, but I understand.
I
they-
think,
they-
therefore I am. What the fuck are we going with this?
Well, I know that one. I also know what Nietzsche said as like opposition to that.
Why am I putting down a fuel manifold? I'm trying to put down a fucking air manifold. God damn it!
Well, you need both anyway.
Yeah, but one of them I already have.
Should we just start discussing philosophy on Jules' stream?
Please, dear God, no.
Well,
No,
you
this
brought
should
up, I think, therefore I am.
Yeah, if anyone, you started.
And
Well,
I think I started because I said to be or not to be, but that's not the point.
because that's the end. The out goes down. So either way, this is just shite.
Well,
No, but
the neat thing about a
Why
modular
did
engine
you-
is you get to decide where it goes.
Yeah, but that doesn't make the fucking mechanical fuel pump any fucking better.
Oh yeah, you're still dealing with
okay, I have a roof, which means it's interior. Wait, no, it's not. It's window time.
the impeller for But are you using an impeller pump for a fuel pump again?
I do like this.
No,
This
I'm
is-
using the
this is
modular
good.
engine fluid pump, and it's a fucking atrocious piece.
I only use that, like the belt-powered
Hey.
one. I only use it for
Wait a
cooling,
minute.
because
Wait
you
a
don't
minute.
need it for anything else.
Wait, I don't need to have a fucking. I don't need to fucking pump fuel into this.
No. All you need is some pressure in
I
your
just-
fuel tank.
I just realized the absurdity of this village right here.
Homeboy is pressurizing his fuel system?
Wait.
If you
I
do
have
it
an idea.
properly, you spawn in a creation, it comes pre-pressured already, meaning that if you just use an engine, it might slowly die eventually because of lack of fuel pressure.
You know what? I'm just gonna add a fucking electric pump. Fuck this shit.
But it's like you can easily just start an engine without pumps or anything.
I'm gonna look at the food downstairs and then I'm adding a fucking electric fuel pump because fuck this shit.
I am
Same
going
shit for the
too
fucking-
fast.
Same
Slow
shit
down.
for the fucking cooling.
There, I
Hello,
added
Mr.
a
Triz.
neighbor.
Hello.
Yoran, I added a neighbor.
I just realized something. Hold on, let me change it real quick.
I guess.
Why is this so funny to me?
I don't know. Are you ever gonna build that?
I might.
That
It
was
should
supposed to be
change.
drawings.
There we
the
go.
Inspiration, right? Or
Yes.
reference.
In
But
my
I think we
infinite
moved on
wisdom,
from that.
even though I have
No, we
a
have
literal
not.
checklist,
Oh.
I forgot
'cause
to
the-
properly change my title.
Inside layout, I actually partially based off. Of course, I looked at those actual floor plans, but I also partially based off of some stuff that I wrote. It's really dark in here. Lighting this is actually going to be very painful.
Alright, I drank a container of liquid on stream. That means I get to mark it with another mark.
What?
Jim, can you quickly add like 10?
Please don't.
It's gonna
10
be like
what?
one of the situation every time he dehydrates, there's just gonna be more that comes back.
No, I wanna build my manor.
Like this,
Manor. When is something a mansion and when is it a manor?
no idea. This reminds me of something a YouTuber did.
The
Which-
difference being,
That's a 60
I
going
don't know
to
if there's
40
a
and it's
difference.
quite a steep downhill. But this reminds me of something a YouTuber's in, and you will definitely know what I'm talking about. He uploaded a short saying for every like subscriber or like or something he would drive a certain
oh yeah.
distance in the game My Summer Car. He eventually took over a year and over 6,000 kilometers just to complete it. Ah, Jim, if you look at my chat, you have an explanation.
What? Wait, what happened?
If you go to my chat, there's an explanation
Wait,
for you.
I'm on
An
my way.
explanation for
Explanation for what? For the philosophy thing?
No, for the manor/mansion thing.
Oh, that's cool. Hold on. I'm gonna talk to your
Wait,
chat
wait.
now.
Jules.
A manor has an economic function in feudalism as opposed to feudal economy. So, wait. What does that mean? As in, like, what does an economic function mean?
It has economic function. That's what that means.
Like, so I
Are we
suppose like
talking
a
about economics?
mansion is purely a house, and then a manor is also for work or something.
So why are we talking about a Playboy
Like
mansion?
a hotel in Roman technically.
We weren't.
Question mark?
Yet.
In that case, I'm not letting other people live here. This is my mansion.
What about the servants?
Well,
So
yeah,
Depends
has
on the
decided.
type? Question mark.
What?
manor versus mansion.
Depends on the type of servant, yeah?
Well, we need a lot of servants. In this manor. In this mansion, you need a lot of servants.
Where was your mind when you thought of that, Quentin? Where was it? In the gutter?
No, it was slightly deeper than that.
I mean, is my mind ever
Anyway,
not there? Is my mind
thank you.
ever not there?
Good point.
Thank you, Bush Chat, for the information.
Wait,
And specifically
can we
to
not
waste
just
a
ask
Triz.
Chat anything and see what comes out.
Chat, do you know what we were talking about when we were talking about
Wait,
the
what-
line,
what-
I am but 2 days old?
What did I miss? That Chad is also doing philosophy. What?
No, they're not.
No,
They're
no.
someone is helping me figure out the manor mansion situation.
Apparently, somebody in chat is a manor expert.
Yes. In the manor I live in. Wait, what?
That is.
Well, that explains.
Wait,
In the
how-
manor I live in, it once housed the lord of the village and his servants. He owned the village and all the houses, and at one point moved the village to give himself a big lawn in the 1600s. Holy shit.
Hey, you know where you live right now? Not anymore. I want a big lawn.
My guy was just like, "Hey, you know you live here? Yeah, I don't want a garden too bad."
It was Schiphol before Schiphol.
Basically.
Ouch.
Okay, but that's kind of. Can you not now give the village people their house back since you live there?
Wait a minute.
The village
Okay,
people.
can you be the good guy here?
Wait a minute.
What?
This is also a
There's
fun
a
history
village
lesson.
right here.
Well, blow it up
No,
and
Jules, Jim, no.
No. I will probably have like a front yard, but mostly I'm gonna have a gigantic greenhouse.
was it?
I'll return once more eventually.
Triz, that is an interesting
Okay.
fact.
Okay, but
I
we'll
do
let
like
you
the
know
history
if we,
lesson.
If we de-housed more people.
I need to go to C6 inbound, which is just go straight on. And
King Charles the First besieged the manor?
coming from the north, so I want to change this
Damn,
to
well,
there.
What manor does he live in? Now we
Yeah,
have
that-
pointers.
Now we
What-
can wait, maybe he doxed himself. Hold on.
What
Yeah,
manner
yeah.
of manners is this?
Manor besieged by King Charles I. Why do I then immediately get the execution of King Charles I? Oh, apparently he did multiple.
Oh,
Well, you get away this time, wasted Triz.
What? Why did they just sound like a cartoon villain?
Because that was the point.
but do you live in the manor or do you own it? Well, what's the deal here?
Well,
Just
I think
rent
from
some
the
room.
message saying live in,
Does he have rich parents or something? Is that what's going on, or?
You know, now that I'm in his chat, I might as well.
Batman.
There we go.
More hydrates?
Yes. I rent an apartment. Okay.
Oh, okay, like that.
So-
So
We
I
all
guess-
we all thought we had like a millionaire in chat somehow.
Yeah.
a millionaire in this economy?
So I
Yeah.
guess like wait, so if you have the money, just buy every single
wait.
room and make the manor your own.
No. Wait. So
Hmm.
the guy who owned the manor took over the village for his garden. Now the village has moved into his manor.
That I mean that was partially a thing.
It's gonna be expensive. I'm almost out of fuel.
Kind of. While servants would
You-
usually live.
You mean in terms of
the manor.
servants?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's not the same.
There were even, I mean, this was like medieval, but there were, in the medieval period, there were even castles that would employ people, and then if you worked there for a certain amount of years and you retired, you could just live in the castle with your family. Shit would just be taken care of for you for the rest of your life. Like, it was insane.
That would be very nice in this
Yes.
economy. Just, oh yeah, I worked for
Yeah,
a guy
yeah.
for 10 years. Now I live there.
Well, it would probably be more than. Well, I don't know if it would be more than 10 years. The lord who was granted the land by William the Conqueror established the village himself. It was never bought by his family. So he built the village.
And that was like, yeah.
And that was like,
I
actually.
pretty much. Sounds like.
Or like a descendant, maybe. Maybe a descendant in like
Yeah,
the
but
village.
probably his son was like, yeah, but I want that space. Like he lived all his life and now was
Yeah.
slightly entitled because of it.
I was gonna put my sunflower there.
Now your entire village has to move for my singular sunflower.
Exactly.
I mean, it would be something that
I
rich
I
people
guess
would do.
lords weren't always nice people, I guess.
No. I mean,
Could've-
okay, here's the thing though. That whole idea of like, oh, lords were like assholes and shit, that makes no sense. Because if you mistreat your workers, no one wants to work for you. Like,
Yeah, but if you are the only employer, who's gonna stop you, right?
Yes. But even then, you still would have like unmotivated people.
I think them not starving to death is good motivation.
Sure, let's use starvation
You
as
d-
motivation.
You don't
Maybe.
have to be a good employer to motivate your people from not dying.
Maybe, but still, you would not have a lot of, like you would just not have
No,
enough
it'd be
workers,
more
because some
beneficial
would,
production-wise.
like some would still have the money or the family to just leave. And then you need to hire new people, but you have a bad reputation now, so good luck.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. I'm gonna let... Like, this is the sign that specifically says C6 inbound. These two jobs need to be
are
there.
employers now just the lords of the modern day? Is that kind of the conclusion we came to?
No.
Oh.
Yep.
No, that's the what do you call that? That's the investors.
Yeah.
What, huh? How so? How is
Because they
the
bought all the
investors?
houses.
Yeah, and now
so-
everybody has to rent instead of own.
Dude, there's just an entire history lesson coming up in Jules' chat. Jules, your chat is so nice.
Yes.
I'm discussing with my chat. I'm just discussing how to pronounce the word asshole, whether it should be asshole or asshole.
It depends on if you're
I know.
British or
No,
wrong.
you know what's worse? You know what's worse? I discussed it with a Dutch kid. He definitely just thought that the A was still an ah in English.
Ah.
And the worst part is here that he had a point in the end.
No, only British, because ass, like, well, whatever. Ass is still acceptable. Like, it's American. I speak American English.
D2 inbound.
Most of the time, yeah.
I
A
sometimes
male
mix
peasant
it
didn't
up.
have the right to just get up and move, but there were ways around it. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, that just depended on, the region and the time period you're talking about as well, because that can really change things. Like, even like 10 years can change a lot.
Also, good luck moving if the lord basically owns all the houses.
Well,
Like,
if
you'd
you
have to move a
family
village.
further
You have
away.
to move from the entire village.
Yeah, no, but that's why I
We're
say
not
if you have
moving
the
from
money or the
village, we'll
family,
move the
then
village.
you can just do it.
It's much easier.
Yeah, sure. Unless you can rally up everyone to basically unanimously say, fuck you, we're leaving.
I mean, I'm sure you can in some instances.
So, no, but the story
That
of
is
this,
basically what a CAO is now.
the story of this mansion that I'm building right now is.
Well, you know
well,
the chat can't see it, right?
No, I know that. I'm explaining to you.
I might post a picture on... Jim, if you just send a picture on it in, like, general on my Discord.
Sure, but I mean, currently there's like bare walls. There's like nothing.
I mean, there is a screen share as well, right?
We're on
That's true,
stream.
Yeah. Well, whatever. I'll just send you a picture.
I'm sort of busy trying to get this train to go where I want it to go.
It is like a lot bigger than most real mansions. I've seen some that actually are this big or even bigger, which is just crazy, but most of them are not this big. But yes, the very
Shit.
modern perception that things in medieval times were stagnant. Yeah. No, yeah, there are so many myths around the medieval period that make no sense at all when you think about it.
Yeah, that's life. Also, I keep
Like-
having to explain these random fucking websites to my fucking dad.
I
What
sent you
what
a
random
picture,
fucking
yeah,
websites?
The self-service check website, flight radar, shit like that.
Of course, Flight Radar. But Flight Radar is so
He was also
self-explanatory.
confused that you can privately just fly around.
Yes.
What the fuck do you think people do with a fucking aircraft?
People have free will. You can just if you have the money, if you have the aircraft, and the licensing, you can just say, "I'm gonna fly just in a circle today."
And
Or
that's basically what he did. That is basically what the person that he was talking about did. He thought it was a military aircraft.
Or you could do the funny thing and say, "I'm gonna go make a dick in the sky with my flight path."
But that's so overused at this point.
Is
Yeah.
it? I've never seen it before.
Yeah, but have you looked at
It's-
Flight Radar before?
Militarily in the US, yes, it's very overused.
Do people just have airplanes in the U.S.?
Well, it's more likely
No,
they
no,
have it there than
military
here.
aircraft. Do you hear me?
Oh,
Military.
okay.
Also, yes, people also own aircraft in the US. That's not a Europe-specific thing.
No, I know that, but as in just just some like average Joe that just paints dicks in the sky, like.
I mean, you could. You fucking
mean-
could.
I mean, just because
Anyway.
somebody's rich doesn't mean they're now not Joe anymore.
That is
They're
fucking
American,
bullshit.
Jordan. They're American.
Stupid as hell.
Well,
Um,
considering their president.
anyway.
Who was also a
Yikes.
Joe.
No,
Different president. Different
the one that
president.
was president before and is now.
And will be, according to him.
Yeah. Which, you know what that's called?
Hubris.
A dictatorship.
Well, no, like it's a fun topic to talk about. They announced a new thing in the US.
Oh, that does not sound good in this context.
Yes.
Safe to say, I don't think any one of us is going to the US anytime soon.
Oh, I knew that already. Because
You have to know- All your fucking accounts from the last 5 years, all your phone numbers of the last 10 years, they're gonna check everything. They're even gonna have partners like Facebook, etc. go through your entire fucking online history
yeah, I know.
with AI.
A colleague
Like
of
your
mine
en- like
had
your
to give like
entire
a
social media
shitload of
history.
information. A
Yeah,
colleague
that's
of
what
mine
we're
had to
gonna
go to America for the job, and he had to give up so much information.
Yeah, but it's getting far
So-
worse. You literally have to tell them every bit of fucking social media of the last 5 fucking years.
So as
know.
long as they don't look at Reddit, we should be fine.
What
Yeah,
have
but
you
that's
done
social
on
media, you
Reddit?
dipshit.
Yeah.
What have
My
you done on
uncle in
Reddit?
Oregon built his own Cessna from a kit, flew it all over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that exists,
that's
Jim.
legal in the experimental category of aircraft, yes.
Like, Jim, are you even familiar
No.
with like
Like,
building?
especially in the US, if you make it under the experimental aircraft type,
So wait, but
you can literally
are
just
we not
randomly
talking to an
build your own
American or
aircraft
to
and
an
just fly it.
English?
I'm assuming he lives in Britain. But
Yeah,
maybe
I
his uncle
assume
moved
so.
to America or something.
Or he's from America and living in Britain.
I don't think that's possible.
Or during colonial times, his originally moved
Yeah,
to
The
America.
one, the one part destroyed a village for the backyard, and the other one moved to America. He is American. Whoa.
And then they threw their tea in like the shipyard.
Yeah, like they thought
bruh.
they would make the biggest cup of tea the world had ever seen.
No,
And the
but
British
yeah,
weren't
but it
happy.
makes sense.
I
guess
mean,
for
if
study
that
or
was the
just-
goal, the British would be very fucking happy.
Yeah, they made a bunch of sea life taste tea,
They spread
Which-
Britain all over the fucking sea.
which, mind you, it wasn't like your
Wait,
modern tea bags. It was
But-
basically bricks of tea.
Wait.
But-
Wait. Why
Hold
are we
on.
now talking about teabagging?
We're
but fish don't have a pinky to point upward while they're drinking.
oh,
Oh,
That's sad.
no.
Because
With
that's
the-
the issue in life.
Writing the
Do-
plane
do
twice.
you know where that came from?
I
actually,
think
I
it is Dutch.
No, well, I
It
don't
wouldn't
know if
even
this story is
surprise me if
true
it
or
is.
not, and I also don't exactly know.
I know why I do it.
Because it's funny.
No, I do it because when I drink like from a mug, I put my pinky under the mug to like support it.
So
but
what
when
you're
I-
telling me, you are just weak.
But when I do, no, I don't. No, I can do it without. I don't know why I do it. I just at some point started doing that, and now I just automatically do that. But so that means if I don't have a mug, I just point it upward. It just
Also-
goes automatically.
like the tea they used, like the Americans
Yeah,
threw into the harbor was actually like a brick that was very dense and pretty much expensive because you could make a lot of tea with that. So it wasn't just like a bunch of tea bags that got thrown into a lot of water. It was just bricks of tea, and they can make a lot of tea.
So what
But-
you're telling me is, instead of selling bricks of coke, you just sold bricks of tea.
Yes, it's the British. What do you
drug
expect
trade-
from them?
So
I
the
know the-
only thing that changed in drug trade is what drug?
So
Especially with the British, yes, considering their opium campaign in China.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up.
okay, so Jim, there's a couple theories on the pinky.
Yeah.
One is probably the right answer, but the most boring one.
Why am I
It has to do with keeping the teacup balance that they used at the time.
Wait, so they do it for the same reason as me?
Yeah. The other one
Boring.
is was more like a fashion-y statement, right? Just a culture thing. The other one, which is far more interesting, and probably also not true, a practice from the late 18th century to signal that you had a sexually transmitted disease.
Ah,
What? How would that translate over to like noble families, like
No, it's
You
just
know-
a signal.
to prove that you're like educated or whatever, like to prove that you're like a well-behaved person.
well, if you have an
That's
STD, you're not really a well-behaved person, are you?
I doubt that is it though, because
It depends on
Like,
the situation, but
well, I know how they went about diseases in the 1800s. What they did is they made you carry a bell everywhere.
cocaine.
I am not
At least for like a
reading
certain
the-
disease, they did that. I don't know what that disease was called, but they did that for something.
I'm not reading the like thousands of words discussing this topic on Reddit, but
Yeah, it seems
but
somewhat.
it's safe to assume that this is very unlikely to be the actual reason.
Yeah.
To me, it seems somewhat weird that Reddit has sort of become more reliable of a source for facts than Google itself.
That is, that is
Yeah,
concerning, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Where would you
Yeah.
look something? If you look something up, the first thing you get First of all,
I
is a
also
Reddit
choose
article.
Reddit over like Wikipedia or something, usually.
No,
Well-
I disagree. No, I disagree on that. No.
Wikipedia can still be reliable. It's just that
Yeah, but the fact that anybody can submit information to it is kind of
Same with Reddit.
That's worse on Reddit though.
I was gonna say, on Reddit it's
Yeah, but then-
unmoderated. On Wikipedia it's actually quite heavily moderated.
you have a bunch of people that continuously
Wait.
just
Check it.
Wait.
Yeah, okay.
What
Tris.
does he mean? The baby blue VW Beetle? Did you show it?
Well, I'm gonna walk back to it because I have to walk back to my train. But I first want to turn the 3 jobs that I did in.
I thought he meant your real car.
No, that's not a
you
beetle.
fucking dumbass.
Oh.
It ain't a
Oh.
beetle. It's
Well,
Well, it's
structurally
close
it might as
enough.
well be.
It is a
I drew
VW.
the thing.
yeah. I've worked on the thing.
See,
Oh,
chat
oh,
also
no.
agrees. Wikipedia is more reliable than Reddit.
How much money do I have now? A lot of money. Time to walk back to the Blue Beetle and get my train maintained because it's almost out of fuel from having to run at
And
full
if chat
throttle up a
says it,
hill.
It must be true, right?
Yes.
Totally.
Especially from this person.
I mean, apparently he does know a lot of random things.
He lives in a manor. That means he knows
No, an
shit.
apartment. Have you
Yeah,
not?
but
He
apartment
isn't
in
from
the
the
manor,
country where the
right?
manor is in.
That's why he moved to the manor.
Oh yeah,
To be,
okay.
to be smarter.
Yeah, because they have like a giant library there, of course. Because every manor has-
Exactly.
Where is that Blue Beetle?
Built with history about the village they did.
I'm walking the
It
wrong
was
way.
there.
Let me walk the correct way.
my man has like memorized the entire library of that manor.
This Blue Beetle. Although it's not entirely a
but
beetle,
like-
well, the rear is sort of weird. Well, this is a pretty accurate one, I do have to say. Like, just these little louver things shouldn't necessarily be there, but apart from that, pretty accurate beetle. I have to give credits to the dev team for getting an actually accurate beetle. Which is, I guess, from the 60s, from my knowledge. I'm gonna take a closer look at it after I, got my train maintained. Because beetles are fun. Well, maintenance can be annoying because it's old, everything's rusty, everything's stuck. And parts can be expensive, but same with my actual car as well, because I may or may not have to spend almost 500 on one part pretty soon.
Why? What you do?
Power steering. Actually, wait to Tris.
Oh, yeah,
The last Beetle, like of the old style, I think was produced in Mexico in 2003.
Wasn't it later even?
Like they had the new Beetle, which ended in like I think 2019 or something, or 2020. Like it ended a couple years ago, but the old Beetle. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
You are right. No, you are fucking right.
Yeah.
But the modern Beetle only ended in 2019.
Yeah, the modern Beetle, which in my opinion is not a true Beetle.
It's also just fugly. It's just a fugly fucking car.
I mean, they had the right idea to, bring back an old legend, but the problem is they did it in sort of this over-exaggerated way. It didn't need the flower. It's Volkswagen, they have Porsche. Just put the engine in the back, as you did with the old Beetle. That's my biggest problem with
No,
it.
my biggest issue with the fucking modern Beetle is just it looks fucking fugly.
Yeah. Well, here goes a lot of money.
I
Ten-
agree that with the fact they put it in the front, it's just better.
Yeah, for stability purposes, definitely. Like,
Also, for the fact you have a fucking trunk done.
yeah, but otherwise you had a frunk.
And a trunk is just objectively better, because you can make the roof higher, thus have more practically usable space.
However, let's say you back into a parking spot, which I always do because screw parking in forward because you have to back out of it. If you park,
Sure, but
I like to park all the way to the back, so that would mean that I have
I
to.
prefer parking forwards, actually. I don't know why.
Yeah, but hear me out. What if you need to carry a long log and you need to drive with your fucking boot open?
Well, then you just put it sideways through the window.
What is cheaper, just having the engine at the right place, or just buying a new window every time you need to carry a log?
Yeah, fair point. Yeah, the Mexican, like the Beetle, I think production. No, when production in, I think it was around the 80s indeed that they stopped with like Europe. That they stopped with the production of the Beetle.
Yeah, but in Puebla, they just kind of fucking
In-
continued.
Like Latin America, Mexico, Central America,
It was just Mexico, essentially, in Puebla.
Brazil.
Puebla.
Brazil was also a big one. They just kept producing them because,
Can we talk about how fucking hard it is to fucking pronounce Puebla?
What?
But also, if I look at
Puebla?
Puebla,
Puebla.
what?
I've never heard of it.
Puebla,
Pablo.
Mexico.
But if I look at this
Puebla,
Beetle,
Mexico.
it has
No, it's just
Yeah,
Pablo.
that sounds like a nightmare. to
slanted headlights, which I think around 1960 they went up right in the 70s. So they put the headlights, instead of being this angle, they just put them straight, which I find.
Is there any way in
That's good.
fucking hell that I can make my ECU bigger?
And it has small tail lights, which indicates, well, that it's. I would say
Yes.
with the small nose in the back, I think in like 64,
Really check.
the Beetle, like this is full on Beetle autism right here. I think around
Yeah,
1964 they
you
changed
can-
the rear bit here, like the nose thing with the light below to, light up the license plate, which by the way is beautifully bent here. Like the license plate just full on bent in the middle. But
That's a
around
beast,
1964
one.
they sort of went with a wider one to go actually above the entire license plate instead of just a small part of it. So this Beetle is, I guess, but like start of the 60s, I'd say.
Remember, kids, never mention Beatles in his exist. Oh fuck! I can't go longer. Fuck. Remember, guys,
mention
never talk about Beatles in his
Jules'
fucking.
presence.
Yes.
What's wrong with that?
I'm not gonna give you the full list because then I'm gonna be here for a while.
Longer than me talking about Beatles?
Well, no. No, that's no longer possible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Joran, I should
It
mention
just
this,
looked
by the way.
funny.
Shrill and me had an amazing idea yesterday during the podcast.
Right.
We,
Oh, yeah, I
we
missed
could-
the podcast. Yeah, that's
We
that's
could
right.
dedicate a full episode to our education, and we can
I-
invite Oscom.
What do you mean to our education?
To our
have
engineering
the-
course.
to whose engineering course?
Our engineering course.
But I'm doing another engineering course, which is way
Well,
more
yeah.
complicated.
But
Wait.
still, you could talk about your experiences, and we can invite Oscom. We have an excuse to invite Oscom.
I have an
Or is it just
idea.
to invite
Is it-
Oscom?
I was
Yes.
gonna say.
Sure.
You want to find Boss Cub.
And
I have
then I
an
can draw him a character with hair for the podcast.
Yeah,
No.
like on the background.
Yeah.
Right.
That's Harbor Machine
Well,
Factories.
if you get it done, then sure.
This is
I'm
500
willing
ton
to try,
load.
because I think it would be very funny if it does work.
So I have an idea right now. I know that the DM3 and the DE6 are both at the steel mill, the demonstrator engines, which there are only 6 of them. Each type of locomotive has its own demonstrator, which you can find. You have to find them, re-rail them, bring them to the museum, get their parts, and the museum is at City South. You then buy the parts, which get delivered to the machine factory. Then you can grab the car, or if you spend the money, you can get the DM1U, which it can also carry one part. The rail car that's there can also carry one part. So if you do it the smart way, you basically have them both at City South, which already are. Then if you have a demonstrator there or 2 that you have parts for, actually parts bought, you then put it behind your actual locomotive, drive it all the way up to the machine factory, pick some stuff up there, drive all the get a job to the machine factory because money has to be made as compensation for going there and back. They could get a job back, but you load the parts, then you have the parts here. And my plan currently is to grab these 2 loads, the bread and dairy products and the scrap metal, to City South and the steel mill, pull the heavy load up here, which is going to be a pain, then here, down here, steel mill, pick up the 2 demonstrators and, deliver a load. Then
You like delivering a load, don't you?
Massive loads.
Well, why did I know that this was coming like immediately?
What, that a load was coming?
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, then I go down and
be happy he's not
apologize to the
carrying
one
milk.
viewer in
Okay?
Jules' chat
Be
that-
happy he's not carrying milk.
Wait. Who of us is now watching Jules' stream?
Me.
Watching is a big word. I have it open, but not.
Oh, so if I.
But I don't.
Same.
I'm not watching it. Let's say it like that.
Because
Do
I am seeing
I am
3
just
people
farming
watching right now.
Do I do this?
I am just
Do I do
farming
that?
points.
No, that's not enough.
Because then I want that into the cruise control. That is the cruise control.
Well, here's another then.
Oh no, we have number 4. We have an actual viewer now.
Mambo? Mambo number 4?
if we get another one, we can have Mambo number 5.
What does Mambo have to do with this?
You don't know the song?
I probably do, but I don't right now.
I'm not gonna
I'm
put it
working
on or
it.
anything like
I
that
am
because
working on it.
it would be.
Hey.
Wait,
Yoda.
use the bot. Use the music bot.
Yoran.
But then you're
Yeah.
gonna hear
You
it
know
in the
how-
fucking.
you know how
then you're
yesterday
gonna
I was
hear
like,
it
wait.
in the fucking stream.
If
Oh, yeah,
I
that's not-
take a
yeah,
two-handed
good point.
weapon and put a shield on it, can I then shield with it?
Need to go there.
Yeah.
I did the opposite.
That one first, then this one.
So,
I
I
have a
sent
shield
it in
with
the
a sword.
Discord. I sent it in the Discord so fucking Bush doesn't get copyright striked.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Mambo number 5.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Is it hydrate time again?
Oh
Uh,
You only
shit.
now noticed?
I might actually want to put it on a new piece of paper. That is 3 of them already. That's 4 of them.
I love the paper anxiety at this point, you know?
I'm running out of paper. I guess.
Can we all just come together and say, my man needs to have a counter ready by the time his paper runs out?
I
Can we
probably
just
won't
say
have
that
time
next stream he
tomorrow
needs a counter?
to put the counter up due to a Christmas tree that needs decorating.
It sounds like
So-
he put his priorities on the wrong place here. I
No,
think,
put my
this is
priorities at a
unacceptable.
Christmas tree with family over Twitch.
Yeah, no, that's a no-go, man. Like that's
Because
completely unacceptable.
unlike other people, I sometimes have morals.
But morals are so boring.
That's why I say sometimes.
All I'm saying, I know which people make the fucking real bad fucking torture machines in my friend group.
Oh please! I at some point wanted to make. I still kind of want to make a springlock suit that actually is as dangerous as the franchise makes them. So basically, a suit that if you breathe wrong, you die. It's gonna be a fun engineering challenge.
I'd rather just make a fucking
Okay.
proper air gun.
Joe, I want you to know that I'm currently watching an ad on your stream, and it says subtitles aren't necessary. There's no dialogue.
Ouch.
And now to try and figure the fuck out where in the fucking Christ I put in my fucking speed normally.
How to make trap chests? I've
With
never
a
made
tripwire
these.
hook. With a tripwire
I've
hook.
never made these in my life.
I have, because they're good for decorating.
Because I need to start with some composite reeds.
Did I?
If you find out why I need trap chests, it's pretty funny.
Is it for
'Cause I
decorating?
think this is
No,
gonna
it's
be
not for decorating.
like that. But then where the fuck do I normally have these things connect? Ah, my fucking god.
There
we
we
can do that.
go. Might have to set up the switches a little bit, but once everything is set up, I should be able to just roll right into it.
Because that is the throttle.
That is 6 inbound. I don't want to
Yeah.
touch that. I think it is 2 outbound, and then
Because I use the speed for shifting.
2 and 5.
Shifting, that would be that system, and shifting is indeed not connected to my speed currently. So shifting needs to be connected to that, because that's currently not connected because I changed everything.
I need to have 87 or 59.
Are there any other things that are not connected at this time?
That is a train of 87.
That is a real train of thoughts, isn't it?
Yes.
The dad humor is really not getting any better, is it?
No. At this point, with the amount of dad jokes that I've made, I'm surprised I didn't automatically become a dad. Just
You're gonna
like-
form a son through mitosis.
no.
What?
Agecraft Life. Hello. I'm just good. Like, you know how some celebrities get a diploma like basically handed to them.
What?
In the US, some celebrities just straight up get like diplomas handed to them. Like, I guess because they are somewhat specialized. I don't remember what it's called. But
And what specialization do celebrities have?
none basically, but apart from that,
I have so many more questions than answered at this time, indeed.
like, I don't remember what it's called. But you can basically get a diploma without actually going to school for it.
Wait.
I mean, yes,
Surely
that
I
you
can
can.
get up there
That
without
you
doing a
can.
puzzle.
That is called paying a lot of money to the right people.
But basically that, but getting a child because you made that many dad jokes. Do you have this?
That was a very long-winded way of saying this.
Yes. Agecraft Live. How do I put this? Because I have the ability to do the funniest shit ever right now.
What does it mean? Do you have F disabled? What does that mean?
Because I can't get out.
Which fucking thing is my fucking engine
Yeah.
clutch? There's my engine clutch.
Although I wouldn't put it as a disability. It's more of a just
Who's
an
that-
annoyance.
Wait, who's being a disability?
Me
What's the
partially.
disability? Yeah, except
But-
that.
It's just like I could do the funniest thing, but just for those who are new to this community, I was basically born with nerve damage in my shoulder, which leaves me with slightly less movement and a bit of a weird. And I want to put up to the
Slightly less
camera, but
movement?
this basically, I'm not sure how well it shows on camera because delay on Twitch.
Well,
Ah, there it is.
yes, yeah,
It's quite
slightly less
quite
movement,
well.
fair.
Sort of like that, but all it is a limit in movement, not a limit in force.
Yeah.
So that's why I basically had to laugh when you said you have disabled. No, you don't have to be sorry. I find it incredibly funny. Like, unless people actually, start being hateful about it, then I get a problem with it. But jokes, actual good jokes, I'm just gonna
Let's
laugh.
be real here. They can't be any worse than your jokes.
Good point. Good, fair point.
Fair.
I want to say something, but I'm not sure that I should.
If
Go
you
ahead.
need to ask that, the answer is always yes.
Exactly.
Jokes about disabled people will always be better than whatever Jules could come up with.
I just have to fully agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
don't know how
Craft
this
Live
was
thanks
a
for the
hot
follow.
take.
This is not a hot take, not
No.
even remotely.
This
But
is
if you
common
count me as
knowledge.
disabled, technically
Well,
that
I was gonna.
contradicts itself.
In my head, I formulated it differently.
Oh.
But Jim, if you count me as
so you
disabled,
chickened out.
that your argument sort of contradicts itself because then I'm both parties.
What?
What?
If you're saying a disabled person can make better jokes than me, but I
No,
also count as
no,
a disabled
jokes
person.
about disabled people.
Oh. Do I have to get myself checked for mental disability as well?
No, you don't
yes.
have to check. We already know.
Ouch. Fair. Ouch, but fair. Also, I'm putting myself on
Okay.
the wrong end here. I need to
You know,
bring my train
at this
to a
point, it
halt.
probably would have been faster for me to just go do the puzzle, but I see a bunch of pieces of wood, so I'm just making a gigantic bridge.
Sure.
Because screw doing the puzzle.
Thanks.
What is that? Why is there just code now?
You have to read the message before. I basically asked the question if I wanted a random piece of code.
Yeah, I know, but what is the code?
I have to look at the
Let's
message again, which
decipher
means I have
the
to scroll
codes.
up.
I mean,
It's
I have coding at school. I should be able to do this.
Space Engineers. I might have that actually. I haven't played it really, but
Oh god, space engineers. Oh god, the traumas.
no fun
I,
thing.
I have like no context to what this code.
I think I bought it.
If you do have space engineers,
It's
you have to
counting up
play it.
somewhere.
Well, I was sort of.
I'm currently seeing if you own it.
I think I do, but I sort of wanted to.
Yeah, no,
I sort of
have
wanted to buy it to play with a friend, but
no
then the
clue
friendship
exactly.
fell apart. So then I didn't get around to play it.
You don't seem to own it on Steam.
Right, Space. Was it a different game? Let me check.
You probably are thinking
Okay.
about a very different game, and I'm pretty sure it's one that Brodo and me also own.
Yes, I'm
Which-
talking about a different game here. Do I?
You're talking about Astroneer.
No, there is a different one, or did I?
I'm pretty sure you're talking about Astroneer.
No, I'm not talking about a snare. Stationeers is what I'm talking about.
That I do not own. Or no.
Different one.
You what? You what now?
Yeehaw!
Like I played it for a little bit. Like I said, I wanted to play. I wanted to play with a friend, and friendship fell apart before we got the chance.
So
And
where the fuck is my RPM fucking thing?
yeah, pretty much the. I played it for a very short amount of time, Stationeers, and then decided I couldn't find any way to do it. So yeah. Also, waste of trace. What do you mean the realism of standing on the roof of a train?
So if the throttle, if the RPM goes above
I didn't.
push, what is the most efficient RPM for a modular engine?
No idea. I usually just assume same for normal engines, so I just run 8.
I'm pretty sure it's higher though on the modular engines.
Also, I found something very annoying. Like, I tried to look at a potential fix for my power steering issue on my car, but apparently there are no tutorials for any power steering related things for a first generation Renault Twingo. There just isn't.
Is that really surprising?
Somewhat, considering the car has sold millions of units. And yet nobody on YouTube or any other platform has basically decided, you know what? Let's make a tutorial. There was a tutorial for the window mechanism from, I think, a French guy, which made perfect sense for a French car.
French
But-
made sense?
Yeah.
Something about the French made sense?
Yeah, I'm not gonna run or compile a code that's been submitted by a random person in chat.
Why?
For a
Why
game
is
I
it
don't
really
even
hard to
own.
find any fucking data on this shit? What the fuck?
Okay. Surely
Okay,
this
wait,
is
wait,
long
wait.
enough.
Because that's the power and torque of a normal
I can't
medium
fit
engine,
it.
That's what I'm
Hold on.
looking for.
Yeah.
That's supercharging a fucking Christ. Stoichiometry? Also what I'm looking for, I'm just looking for a fucking torque curve.
Yeah.
Why is it this hard to find a fucking torque? Finally. Okay. Interesting.
What does it look like?
It's the exact thing I'm fucking terrified of.
Which is?
It's a straight fucking line.
So, the higher you go, the more it is.
Yes.
I mean, I guess, but that requires me to actually, you know, record it, edit it, and upload it. And I'm already struggling to upload my VODs onto YouTube.
So let's just go for the same RPS I had.
Oh.
Fuck it. Why the hell not?
And also, it might not be the entire issue, it might be the belt. Because it does squeal and it's starting to squeal more and more, so I might have to look into
That's annoying.
tensioning
Okay,
that a
next
bit.
question, Bush.
What?
Which one needed to be half of which one? Of the
Uh,
throttles.
you just half the fuel.
Fuel. Okay, lovely. Go on with your story.
Like, it might also be the auxiliary belt that has to be tensioned again. It seems it looks pretty new. You know, it looks pretty nice still. I don't know when it was replaced. If I don't have to replace it myself, I won't, because it's a French car. It's a pain in the ass to work on. Because the French like to do
This is why
things
you don't
their
get
own
French
way.
cars. Exactly.
Although the window mechanism wasn't that difficult to do, to be fair. It's a window mechanism, you
Okay.
just...
These starters suck ass. Holy shite.
Yeah, it creates that. Yeah. Like Stormworks, it's fun, but I
Why
mean,
am I getting cold now?
I did have a period where I just like heavily burnt out on it from playing it too much. Like I didn't
Okay.
play it for half a year to a year, and then I picked it up again, and now I basically only play it on stream, so I don't get burned out. Yeah, that is painful.
So I have built
Oh.
the longest bridge known to man.
And
This'll
no,
be long enough,
and
right?
no one on the internet has found a workaround for it.
It's too long. I can't fit it. Hold on.
That is sad.
Fit around the corner, please.
Right, please. Nope. Well, better turn the engine off to save fuel.
Okay.
Because my journey is gonna be long.
The long journey?
Well, it's gonna be a cross map. It's gonna be like from the top of the map to the bottom of the map, so...
I overshot a little bit.
I actually think I'm gonna have to change my fucking gear ratio because the bottom end torque of
It's
the
not
modular
there.
engine is just so non-existent.
You have to rev the nuts off of it to even get it going. But it
Like,
also uses more fuel.
Yeah, but the issue is, like, my issue with modular engines already, and this is genuinely gonna be the reason I'm gonna stop using them again after this, most likely. The low end torque is just so non-existent that at the end of the day, it's just not efficient. And just doesn't fucking work for most applications.
It entirely depends on the creation. And if you care about fuel efficiency.
The problem is just there is no... It's literally like... even though it's still using diesel, it's just a gasoline engine versus a diesel engine.
Yeah.
It genuinely has more the characteristics of a fucking fuel engine. A fucking petrol engine.
Trish, you do have a point there. Like, it basically gets you more discipline for, like, when do you play the games. And it really makes sure that you can play it for a long time. I should still get back into Factorio. I still haven't finished a playthrough, but I was kind of getting burned out on it. So I decided to play Derail Valley again.
Genuinely, if you want to do a fucking multiplayer playthrough, let me fucking know. I love that game.
Well, I'm pretty far into a single player playthrough.
How far is pretty far?
Farther than I've ever come.
Yeah, that doesn't tell me much, does it?
To the part where I'm almost consistently starting to use
that can
trains.
be more than a couple centimeters.
Yes.
Let's say it like this. Where on the fucking tech tree are you?
I think towards, like, my next thing would be researching nuclear energy, because I kind of skipped over that a little bit.
You're not that far.
Yeah, I still have a long way to go. I'm like basically halfway.
It probably means you only barely have like 2 train stations.
No, I have a bunch of train
outside the main
stations.
base.
Like, I do have a bunch of trains running already. And I do actually use a lot of switches. Or, well, a couple of them.
The only
Like
big
signals.
issue with me joining that playthrough would be the fact I have to figure out your brain mess.
Yeah, although the way I do it, I basically have a bus that goes up. And I just bring the resources to the bottom. And then, you know, everything travels up.
I'll
Even
figure
if
it out.
you don't need the resources anymore, I'll still make it go up. What?
I'll figure it out.
Hold on. A mod for Satisfactory to make the brains of the trains from Factorio to set. So you basically play 3D Factorio, which that's just what Satisfactory is, to be fair. And you get the trains from Factorio. That's incredible. So if I haven't actually gone to the part of trains in Satisfactory.
Yeah, Satisfactory, like, it just genuinely burns me out. Like, the moment I have to touch a fucking power pole, I'm done. I'm genuinely done with that game.
Well, first of all, that's just weak. Second of all, Wait until you get to the calculator. Wait until you have
That's
to
Factorio. God, how I love fucking Factorio.
like
What
I've
an absolute fucking treat that game is.
like I came to the point where I had to start well, first of all with Satisfactory, the start is sort of a annoying bit because you have to deal with
I mean, it's honestly not that bad.
you have to deal with coal power, and that's the thing that makes it suffer the most.
Oh, it's not that bad. It's
Or not coal
really
power,
not that bad.
biomass specifically. Because
Oh,
if
you're
you
talking about
your
Satisfactory.
factory,
Okay,
Yeah.
wait. You're talking about Satisfactory.
yeah, it's like the first part with the biomass burners. It is basically as soon as you expand, you're basically gonna have to have 4 to 5 biomass burners, and every once in a while you'll get the message power grid overloaded, and then like fuse blown, and you have to run back to your stuff, have a bunch of biomass with you, and just nice. That is, if it's progress, it's good. But like, you basically have to continuously feed your system. Like you have, like every once in a while, your entire power grid and factory fails because it doesn't have any biomass.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest here. Like genuinely, Satisfactory just fucking annoys me.
But if you're past that, then you can get it to coal power, and that's where you can basically set up a big coal plant and just,
Yeah,
all you have
like,
to do is be
genuinely,
careful of the
just the fact alone that
max.
you have to fucking literally wire up every single thing you place instead of just placing down a pole and it's just done. Like, fuck
It-
off.
It's
I'm
not
not
that
dealing
bad.
with that shit. It is that
Like,
bad, bro.
Well, with the smaller power poles, it can be annoying if you have like 5 devices that you have to want to connect to a power pole with only 4 connections in total, and that includes the one you have to use to connect to
I
another
know,
power pole.
But like genuinely, like it essentially becomes like wiring up a ship in Barotrauma. It's the exact same fucking hell.
Well,
It's genuinely the same exact fucking hell.
if you get more organized with your factories, the power poles become a non-issue. Because you're often just connecting a couple devices to it.
Okay, I really need to hook up my fucking RPMs because currently my fucking dial is not hooked the fuck up and it's genuinely annoying me.
Yeah, Agecraft Life is a point. Like, you get better power poles, which get like 10 connections. And then you're just vibing.
Trust me, my patience never got that far.
And blueprints. Blueprints are also a good thing. I've still yet to use them, but you can just get a basic setup where you just place a blueprint a couple of times, and yeah. You can get the power poles with the connection made already. I feel like I didn't give it enough speed. But I already turned the engine off.
Dude, low gravity is so much fun.
How flawless is this fucking engine, bro? What the fuck?
I guess you're not getting the performance you need out of it.
I'm not getting the performance I need out of it is an understatement. I can't even get it to fucking move my truck without stalling.
Ah.
I'm literally running the exact same fucking throttle inputs. And it just doesn't have any fucking balls.
What RPS are you running it at?
Let's say it like this. If I completely turn just let it have full fucking throttle, I can get it to 18 RPM.
18 or 80?
18, but it goes to 20 currently.
RPS, you mean?
RPS, yes.
Because Stormworks does it in RPS instead of RPM, which does mean that if you want to be really fancy, then you just simply multiply by 60.
Yeah, I mean, RPS, in my opinion, is just better, but regardless.
Well, because everybody uses RPM, like for car engines, for example. If your car has a dial for that, mine doesn't.
So let's see. Which thing goes to that throttle?
Like I just realized that the car I currently drive and the old Volkswagen both don't have a dial that indicate revolutions per minute.
Yeah, I'm running the engine at full fucking throttle, and it just essentially like unless I give it electrical assistance, it just doesn't fucking it doesn't even get anywhere.
You're using two engines, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Are both of them
Johan,
running?
I found a really funny
Are
combination.
both of what?
Are both of them running?
Okay.
I was like,
If I
what if I have a boomerang,
stop what?
right?
I think.
What if
Yeah.
I stick a flamethrower on it?
Then it becomes
59 and
dangerous boomerang?
87.
How fucking much RPM do these engines need to fucking start?
Well, then
though?
it does this.
I have like around 4.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! I
That's
jumped off
when
the edge.
the like my where that's where my sort of ECU takes
Okay.
like stops
It
applying the
does.
starter.
Let's see where it currently does it for me, because it's obviously not set up for this type of fucking engine.
That seems like a decently effective weapon.
Well, 4
Where is
RPS
my-
is a solid
Honestly,
place
it
to
is a little
start.
bit disappointing,
Currently, oh yeah, that
but
explains
it's
something.
very fun.
What?
If I don't give it use the
Yeah,
hybrid
yeah,
system,
what else do you
it
need?
goes to 2 RPS.
Very
Goes
true.
to what my fucking starter goes. 2
So
RPS.
Oh wait.
you need to well, if you have a hybrid system, can you not just
I could drive fully electrically, but what is your point exactly?
electrically assisted start?
Yeah, but it's not the starting that's the issue. It's getting it to it's getting it to go to a like even if I get it to an RPM that it actually does something. It just it makes running noises, let's say it like this, but it is not any power, I feel like.
Do you mean it sounds like a sewing machine?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my main complaint with modular engines as well.
Yeah, but the problem is it's really not giving me any fucking power.
Like, does the engine actually run on its own? Like, if you turn the starter off, does it keep running?
One of the issues that I would face for that is that I would literally have to lift up the entire truck.
Okay, you can just select and then save it somewhere, like save it as its own creation, and then see if your engine is actually running, because it seems to me that your engine just doesn't run.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling too, sadly.
Because then
Let's
of
put the
course you're
truck
not getting
still.
any power out of it if it just doesn't run at all.
Let's get this thing on. Fuck it. So it's now put on stilts. Let's see, because the way I've set it up is, it's okay. Let's see. One thing is for sure, I don't have enough starter.
Well,
That I can remedy. It does not stay running though. If I can literally spin it up to like, let's say 18 RPS at full throttle, it does not stay running.
yeah, there's your problem why you're not getting any power.
Okay,
You're-
so
you're-
why is it not running?
Do you have exhaust
Yes. Well,
With an
not
exhaust.
particle.
with an exhaust manifold connected to a pipe, connected to a port? Do you have air with an input of basically being a port as well?
Yes. Air is going into a air filter.
Air filters work, yes. Fuel, I mean, that system already worked, so I assume you just connected it like from tank. Is your fuel tank pressurized?
My fuel tank is just a custom fuel tank and then going into a electric fuel pump. Okay, I know my issue.
What?
My fuel pump is not turned on.
Well, there's your problem. Like that's what I like helping people with Stormworks stuff. It's often, from experience, it's often the
It's always these kinds of fucking issue that you just go through it and it's just like, oh, so here I was a fucking dumbass.
At some point, I had a boat where I couldn't find a hole, and it turns out there was an entire window missing.
That's fucking incredible.
Like, it's always the little bullshit things.
I fucking know. Stormwork will fucking grab you by the nuts and fucking pull.
Yes. It will just not care about you at all.
Wait, never mind. Never mind. I'm a fucking dumbass. I'm looking at the flow rate. It's a fuck. The pump is actually turned on. Fuck. I'm not a dumbass.
So the pump is turned on, but is it pumping fuel?
Wait a minute.
I mean, it's going into an existing fuel rail network, so I mean, I would fucking hope so.
Then you have fuel, you have your air. You have your exhaust. I assume you have cooling as well?
The cooling is just put into the old system, yes. There's not a pump in that system currently.
Well, that shouldn't.
But
Cooling
like,
shouldn't actually matter, because
because it's like it should just overheat.
Basically, yes. It should just like get hot because there's no cooling going through it.
Let's
What?
check the fucking. Let's see if I fucked something up about the fucking exhaust. It shouldn't be because it's literally routed into the old system, but we'll fucking see.
I'm thinking what it could be. I heard my engine starting to overheat, or at least my traction motors,
So why like sheesh?
because I am pulling 12,000 amps. Because who else would? Because why wouldn't you?
Oh my fucking god, I am a fucking dumbass.
What?
Wait, am I a dumbass? Wait, no, that's actually right. No, I'm not a dumbass. Wait.
And if
Yeah,
you get
I'm not a
full
dumbass.
throttle,
Yes, full throttle.
what do your inputs look like?
What do you mean?
And what number is your fuel and what number is your air at that point?
My what now?
Your manifolds, like your air and fuel stuff.
I mean,
What
in
number
full throttle.
is
In
there
full
throttle at?
that would be full throttle of fucking air and half throttle of fuel.
So you have 1 and 0.5.
In theory, yes.
In theory. Is it also in practice?
I would fucking hope so.
And
I'm multiplying the torque, not torque. I'm multiplying the throttle by 0.5, and that's going into fuel.
yeah, so would be correct. That is a peculiar case, because usually it's some dumb shit like forgot to connect a pipe.
I mean, I don't think I did.
Well, it's so smart to double check your work, like every single line, to just see if it.
That's the thing. It's routed into existing systems, though.
Yeah, but as we already discovered, that modular engines and normal engines work differently from each other, even though the
Yes,
exhaust, air, and fuel should be the exact same. Is it uphill or
Modular
down?
engines are a fucking shit show.
Well, I can get mine to work reliably.
Yeah, but you fundamentally use them differently from me because you don't use transmissions.
Yeah, I usually just use one gearbox. I just have one gearbox with either a 1-to-1 ratio or a different ratio if I need more torque or if I want more speed, and the second gear ratio is set to reverse.
Yeah, I have an 8-speed fucking automatic transmission coupled to a fucking hybrid system.
Yeah, that's slightly
Gotta
more
get the door.
advanced.
Get some
Just go
sleep.
to.
How do?
I guess I'll see you guys around.
Yes, you will. Bye.
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 I guess I can undo the throttle entirely. I'm gonna apply some brake here. Because otherwise I have a feeling I am actually gonna derail.
That only brings justice to the name of the game, yes. Well, I guess we're gonna grab composite fucking dials. Because fuck me, I guess.
You mean for the, There's actually a
To
pretty
look at
good
it.
one. Because they
I'm
get the...
not excited about it, but I guess we're gonna look at the fucking... all the shite of it.
Well, it has 3 channels, each cylinder, being... Wait. Did you use manifolds to connect all the different banks of cylinders?
Yes, I am not stupid like you.
So there is at least one manifold per bank going to another manifold.
It's a fucking circle. It literally circle jerks itself. It should be connected.
Then I don't see what would be wrong with it.
That's the fucking question, isn't it? What is wrong with it? And I don't think it ain't got no gas in it.
So get some gas in it. Well, diesel to be specific, but... Wait, let's check. Let me actually turn my flashlight back off before it drains before it drained the battery. This switch. Hold on. Let me actually. This switch is set. This switch is set correctly.
It
Then
would
we.
help if I fucking powered the goddamn dial, wouldn't it?
Did you, by the way, put if you have a pump on it? Did you put the or at least if you give the pump or the alternator a actual input?
The pump doesn't have a input. It has a on or off.
Yeah. Well, but like for the alternator, and if you say belt power pump.
The alternator is still the same type of alternator as it was in the previous engine.
So it's just a
it is
generator.
Yes.
Because if you have the space for it, you basically could just make an alternator. Like you just
Okay,
have that, you connect it.
Should I be concerned by the fact that channel 1 and channel 2 are not moving?
Channel 1 and channel 2, that means your air fuel.
Should I be concerned by that?
Slightly, yes.
Nah.
Right, so that is the way up to the goods
You'll be
factory.
fine.
Do
Wait, I
air and
just
fuel need
realized.
to be in the same fucking bank?
Can I catapult
Not necessarily,
myself?
but you need to have all the banks connected with each other for it to work.
Which they are via manifold.
Maybe use more manifolds?
You think?
I'm just throwing ideas into the air now. Like, I have no idea. I also don't know the setup, so...
The setup is fucking weird as fuck. You know what? I'm just gonna read the specific fucking cylinder where I'm pumping fuel into it. Okay. Chief? The needles ain't moving. What the fuck?
Where do you connect those manifolds to?
Let's start with which am I right with connecting composite 1, 2, and 3 as the fucking data channels?
If you read channel 1, I think you get air, channel 2 is fuel, and channel 3 is temperature.
Okay, so then I have the right shit connected. Okay.
Those are the composite data you can get from a cylinder.
Yes.
But did you use the actual proper connections to connect the manifolds and the things to the
The
engine?
manifolds are indeed connected to the fucking board that controls them. Yes.
Yeah, but are they also connected the right way to the cylinder?
What? You mean via the fucking 4 dots to the 4 dots, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Otherwise, I would have actually just laughed.
Sadly, I am not that stupid.
Or, yes, sadly, because otherwise it would be an easy
Otherwise,
fix.
it'd be fucking fixed.
Yeah. Would it be possible for you to send a screenshot just so I can at least...
That's gonna be a hard one, Chief. Where is the fucking suction plane? Because I'm gonna fucking need that shit.
Because then I can sort of... Or you just make a new creation of just the engines.
Nah. Because then we do real world testing in this bitch.
Yeah, but they could do the real world testing, but instead of having the truck around it, you just have the engines separately.
Doesn't fucking matter.
It sort of does. It does actually make a decent difference. Like, you can actually... That's how I got my AC system to work. Because instead of having to work within the ship that I want to put it in, or I'm halfway through putting it in, I can actually, keep it separately. And, like, just look at it separately and then find a way. Alright, let's take a good look at this.
Almost everything is connected at the fucking top of the bank, so I mean...
You've connected that directly to an air filter. You connected that to... Those are 2 fuel. That is the pump. That then goes up.
That pump goes immediately into the existing fuel lines, so that works.
Yeah. It's like...
Like, I'm gonna put the composite now on the cylinder that has the air thing on it. To see if that like, I'm not even getting air, that's the thing.
Yeah. Like...
I'm not getting air or fuel.
And can you actively read the in and outputs while you try to start the engine or give it throttle?
You mean the throttle outputs?
Yeah. Can you actively read those while you're...
Why am I getting... Oh, nah!
More laundry. Jim, what do you think? Why did he get called this time?
It'd be very funny if it is laundry again.
I'm gonna say to look at something in the kitchen again. Wait, am I gonna have to drop this? Like, do I have to do a dangerous maneuver where I actively have to drop it? Like, I have to disconnect the line or disconnect those cars while I'm running and then run away a little bit so I get some distance between me and the load can just roll right in, and meanwhile I'm just continuing on partially. Still have to stop to, turn the job in.
The endless fucking calls, Jesus Christ. So where were we?
Is it or the top of the
Reading
cylinder?
the throttle.
Yeah, if you can actually see the data, because it might be your logic at that point.
Which it, in theory, shouldn't be, but yes. We love theory. So then we have... If I can fucking find them, air throttle.
Oh,
And
I
there,
think I'm.
somewhere on that board there's the other throttle. Fuel throttle.
So I have a problem here. I have my train on the wrong side. So I have a plan that might take more time, but it will be worth it. If it will only work if. So I might actually want to throttle down.
What the fuck?
What?
Why is it saying nothing?
So it's just your logic saying no.
But why? Because that's talking about composite 7. Which, if on that, but that's not on, so that doesn't matter.
Please tell me I have a clear line.
Oh my fucking god.
Doesn't seem like I have. Well, balls. I might have to grab a second engine for this.
It is indeed my logic.
Right. I'm gonna go.
Alright. I guess I'll see you. Probably not tomorrow. But at
It
a
was
later
indeed
point in
my
time.
Bye.
Bye. So I have an issue. That needs to go to A6 inbound. That is, if we look at the station map and we go to the steel mill, that is this specific line. It's a dead end. It's there.
Okay.
Basically.
So now to remove the stilts. Then
But
to
my
retune the fucking starter, because the starter was not that far off. It only needs to start to like 3. It doesn't need to start till 4. It only needs like 2.5 to be exact. Where is the starter thing? The starter thing is there. Starter thing needs to go to there.
yeah, also, if your engine runs, your starter is more likely to just keep going a little bit more. Because, you know, it actually has some ignition to work with. It isn't fully reliable on the thoughts and prayers of you trying to get it running. Actually, it would make this a lot easier if I just grabbed another engine and then shunted the 2 Demonstrator locomotives into position as well.
Let's see how it feels without traction control.
Did you fix your logic?
Yes. So the issue with that is that it's doing that. So I need to retune my electric motor. Or rather, change the gear ratio on that. It doesn't drift anymore. I hate it. Yes, that is the priorities in life. My fucking truck doesn't drift anymore.
Fair point.
Okay, so it is not exactly right where I wanted to. So I have to retune the entire shifting map. Lovely.
Nice.
Okay, wait, is my electric motor just not doing anything then?
So this is gonna wreck my time here because I'm gonna have to
Okay, so why is my electric motor now doing nothing?
I have a feeling this might just be something
Okay,
that
that's why
your
it's not doing anything. Yeah,
logic
okay.
has duplicate channels.
No, the issue is not my logic in this case. This is a physical gear reduction thing. Because I have to run more RPS, I needed to reduce the RPM, the gear shit. But because of that, my gear is not really good for the electric system anymore.
Uh,
So I need to change the ratio from that to that somehow, which is going to be a whole thing of its own. Where the fuck and how the fuck am I going to do this?
so what am I gonna use for shunting here? I'm gonna use the DE2 or the massive steam engine.
A Macy Ferguson.
Yeah, I don't think that is in the game.
You don't have a Macy Ferguson tractor?
Nope. But I do have a little DE2 that is gonna do a fine job.
Hey, who's D now?
DE2, diesel electric 2 axles.
Let's see. Oh, wait, I didn't even need to remove that specifically. Yes, I still do. I still do. I need to make that a dat.
Shit, handbrake.
Initial D?
No, it doesn't have any bloody pressure yet. The reservoir is still filling up. But because I made this playthrough as painful as possible, that's also the reason why I'm not dashing. Because I just removed that ability.
So in theory, it should now, if I fucking do the drift mode, actually fucking drift.
Right, so I'm gonna grab those cars at the back. Put them
Why has it
into...
become so much less stable now? What the fuck?
Is drift mode better or worse?
Worse. It wants to tip over more now, rather than less. Which is interesting.
Like, I need to go put the cars there, then I'm gonna grab that demonstrator, hook that up to the back, then service this one again, and then so I can get rid of the costs easier, and then just continue with the run towards the museum, where everything will then be parked up.
What the fuck? Has it gotten like even faster acceleration? What the fuck? That is terrifying. That is actually terrifying.
What? Is it more powerful?
As a race car, yes.
Yeah,
As a
modular
fucking
engines.
truck engine, hell no.
Modular engines can be way more power dense if you have them right.
Yeah, the problem is you need far more RPM to do anything.
Yeah, so fuel is going to be burned.
Yeah, so it's fucking useless.
But if you have the fuel for it, which, especially in larger creations, fuel is just a non-issue because you just make a fuel tank for like 30,000 liters.
Yeah, on a fucking truck I can't really do that, Chief.
You could put a trailer behind with just fuel.
Yeah, then what fucking load am I gonna pull, you dumbass?
You, give it a tender.
It's a truck, not a goddamn train, you monkey.
Road train. You know, the Australians would like to have a word with you at that point.
Yeah, the Australians use diesels. They actually have to talk to pull the damn trailers.
Yeah, but that's a road train. Alright, I think I disconnected that already, so we just get to pull forward. Reservoir is still filling up.
Like, genuinely, like, the performance is abysmal. Like, impressively abysmal.
Please tell me the brakes are still on, and I'm just overheating my traction motors at this point.
Like, especially if I would want to use a PTO. Yeah, not gonna fucking happen with those engines.
Yeah. I said for cars they're perfectly fine.
Yeah, but I don't use cars. I use fucking boats. I use fucking trucks. I use things that actually need to fucking have some force.
For boats they're decent.
If you want to burn all your fuel, yeah.
For planes they are somewhat good as well. If you can get the RPM low.
Planes are the only thing that I could actually say they might be good for. And why? Because fuel doesn't fucking matter on an aircraft. It's gotta be inefficient anyway.
Yeah, the only reason... I'm actually moving. I might actually be moving here. So... why am I so slow? Don't tell me I'm still connected here. No, I'm just moving incredibly slowly. This is a logistical nightmare.
And yet you chose it.
Well, probably because I'm trying to pull like... how many tons? 400 tons, which is basically the maximum mass of a DE2. Wait. That it does say flat, but it's deceptive because you can see that it's a hill. It's a downhill. Like if I stand on the if I stand here, you can actively see it swoop down. And I'm gonna have to fight that in this little piece of shit. Then grab the demonstrators.
And I'm getting cold again.
Yay. And here we're gonna see the speed slowly creep up. As the reservoir is still filling up. Oh boy. I'm basically doing a shunting job now. This is really gonna hurt my timing here. Like standing on top for gives me a way better. Like that's why I'm standing on the roofs. I don't really have another option to, you know, do anything. So I'd much rather do this. Yep, pause switch. Alright, then we... apply a little bit of sand. You know, just the tiniest bit of sand, just to get it moving. Also, are the switches still set correctly? Let me just casually bounce around. Like, this is why multiplayer would be done really well. Yes, see, switch certain correctly. Because if you, like, you would be able to do this. If I know Derail Valley has a multiplayer mod. I mean, it is getting AI stuff. Like, not the. I don't think the bad kind of AI, you know, like. Not that. It's just gonna get, like, AI train drivers. I can't really even do that. Can I run faster than it? Yes, I can, which means I can pretty much jump in between it and keep running. There we go, that will roll in there now with hopefully enough speed. So hopefully enough speed. This just looks weird now, especially in a game where you are alone. You can see a bunch of cars moving. And that should be enough. Now we quickly rush to this one. Because guess what? It does have enough speed. That one probably doesn't. Doesn't matter. What matters is this job gets turned in. The demonstrators get connected. I basically do the little shunting here. So I just realized how much weird stuff I've watched on the internet. Like, I can recognize a video of a lathe, you know, big spinny thing, machine, in a background. And immediately was like, oh shit, it's that. It's from a video I watched a while ago that involved a lathe and eventually a red mist. Which has also basically become an incredibly good safety warning. Stay out of the way of dangerous machinery. Because a machine does not know the difference between a piece of metal and you. Heavy machinery does not discriminate. It will cut. Or do whatever it's supposed to do. Either roll, cut, add material, remove material, reshape it. It will just do it. It will do what you ask of it. I'm not sure if that is entirely necessary. I'm not sure if I have the brake cutout open on this one or not. Let me quickly get into it. See if I have the brake cut out. It is shut. So, is it in neutral as well? I hate that you can't get up there. You have to get up here, walk around, check if it's in neutral. Yes. Alright. Let's go grab the next one. Why is it so heavy? Where is that bloody lever? There. Do I have a random brake applied on this? It shouldn't be possible. No. Where is it here? There. You know, now I should be able to move. Yeah, I guess it was just slightly bugged. Or it wasn't allowing air. Or thought this one just full. Or just, I guess it might be because of the reservoir that was pretty much emptied into that. And had to restock itself. I'm bringing them home. Although I did forget to potentially buy a key in the food factory. So I guess at some point I still have to go to the goods factory, to the food factory, to the machine factory, to the city west. To go through all the shops, buy all the keys that are necessary. Especially I think one of the goods factory does have the one for city south. To get the M1U, which is in here, which we can take a look at. This one. Which can carry some railway equipment. Reverse that already. Wait for that switch. Then empty the reservoir again. Because that's how it works. Why is there no connectivity? The air is flowing through, at least. I'm not sure why this isn't... why the train brake doesn't work. Just unpower everything. Yeah, it shouldn't really be an issue at all. It might be because the reservoir is still that empty. Also, to be fair, I could pretty much crash into it. The only thing I could do is damage this locomotive, which would be sort of painful. Now we're approaching with a decent pace. There we go. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the bonus on this job here. Considering I've 80 minutes and I've used like 40 of them already, so I'd be surprised if I actually get this time bonus. As this cutout lever is also off. Reverser neutral. Nothing turned on. Let me refill. Be a pirate for a second while turning the handbrake. Realize this reservoir is... It has a little bit of brake applied. How does it have brake applied to it? Is it decreasing, actually? It is, but that's purely because the reservoir is just that bad. Like, this little pump still has to pump everything. Because you don't have your reservoir full, you don't have any braking power. Although it is slowly, like we're below the 1 bar already. Probably because I'm revving it as well. Yeah, just casually towing. Speed climbing, brake. Yeah, that works. And I still have to service this locomotive and actually pay the... Well, I can pay the fee later. So I'll have to just get past that switch, connect it up to that, then bring this back all the way over there, service it, get on my train and go. Now we're getting the beautiful pressure. Hehe. That's the new thing about the DM3, it has physical movement. Can I... Oh boy, can I do it again? Nope, I can't. Oh, well, nope. Why did I let it open that? I have to open this one first. And then get... I'm gonna climb out of the way and stop the throttle. We're approaching. Don't want to wreck the reservoir pressure, so I'm just gonna do this. It was a lot of physical movement. As opposed to motors, you can actually see and maintain this easier. That does mean that it wears out easier. Oh well. There we go. Oh well. Yeah, basically, I also had a pretty good week so far. Because I started a 4-day course, which does mean that I have to travel over 80 kilometers just to get there. Which often involve traffic jams. So fun. And also, they provide us with lunch. So that's a very neat thing that they do. Because I get to have a nice lunch. And I don't have to bring my own. And it's a 4 days, so Friday I get to actually go to work again. And Friday is the day we go out for food. We get some fried stuff. So that's basically an entire week where I don't have to make lunch. And on Friday, because I'm new to the company, they sort of have the tradition that the new guy gets to set up the Christmas tree. And that means that and then adds its own thing to it. And I already have an idea what I want to do. And it is quite a simple thing to add. It's going to be a clock that goes Monday through Friday. And what will happen is as soon as that clock reaches 12:30, which is for us time the break starts, is the lights start flashing for like a minute and the tree starts spinning. So, or maybe like not for a minute, for like 5 to 10 seconds or something. It depends on how wild I go. But what will happen is it will basically just spin to spin a flash to indicate, yo, time to get some food. It will be funny to implement. It's either that or, I don't know, if the lights can change color a little bit, like the warmth of the light. And just scale it a little bit weird with the temperature. Or I guess I could possibly do. I could do something with the days till Christmas. Seriously, did it barely get out of line? That means I'm gonna have to. There we go. Now we simply run, pay the fee for the small locomotive, and then drive the big one till the museum. And once we're at the museum, we park the trains up, and yeah, we'll see where we go from there. Yeah, the driving. I mean, it is nice that I have my own music, because if you're in a traffic jam, music does help. And it's also annoying to see the people that continuously switch lanes. Like, why? There we go. Paid the fees. Now I get to carry those two around. I would preferably have them here, but there's no free slot to do any workarounds. So, yeah. We are starting the engine and continuing on. I didn't start it for long enough. We have to go left, right, left. Checking this map, we go. Yeah, that switch is set correct. This switch needs to be set correctly. That one is set correct. This one doesn't really matter, I think. This one, and then this one. We'll see. Let me deploy the anti-accident thing. Which is shutting the door so I don't accidentally fall off my engine and have to either frantically jump onto it and then regain control, or have a massive derailment because I can't dash. I can't teleport. Because I blocked myself from doing that. So that's going to be a problem in the near future. At some point. Not in the near future, maybe, but you know, if I fall off now, it's not that bad. There's still a lot of train behind me and I'm doing only 20. But if you're doing 60 and there is a potential spot coming up where you have to brake, then you do not want to be in the boat of, oh, oops, I fell out of my train. Because that means a runaway. That means the only thing that can chase is a handcar, which you have to immediately spawn in, chase yourself, or trying to find the derailment, because you are not catching. You are only gonna see the derailment happening. Also, it does say that at City South there is no, like, there's a train station, Like, you know, the office building where you turn in your jobs, get the jobs, sleep if you have it turned on. I don't have it turned on, so I can't skip rain. There's no repair station or diesel service or coal service or electric charger. There is none of that at the station itself. There is some of that. Well, maybe some of that. There is all of that, apart from a shop at the museum. So all I have to do is go to the museum in order to fix it. Oh well. But the sheer amount of idiots I've seen on the road in the last days is just... It's ranging from semi-trucks just straight up immediately moving over. Also, let me slightly adjust my camera. I should probably change it to this, so... There we go. Solve that problem. But yeah, I had 2 instances of a semi-truck. You know, those very big lumpy things. Even though they have a flat nose here in Europe to be more maneuverable. Yeah, they just move in front of you. They just don't care. Same with other stuff. Like, you know, drivers continuously switching lanes, seeing multiple accidents, which I haven't seen it happen, but I have seen cars either pulled onto the side of the road or currently pulling onto the side of the road. Which is kind of funny to watch, actually, because it just means that you failed to drive in a line at low speed. And they often stay there in, if it's a 3-lane highway, either stay in the center or in the right lane. Or left if people are especially stupid and are driving the speed limit. In the middle lane. Because it's basically, if you have 3 lanes, there is a perfect way to properly split them up. You have the right lane, which is the people that drive under the speed limit. You know, the people that just, you know, they don't have any hurry, they don't need to be somewhere anytime soon. Is there a switch coming up? Yes, there is. Where is it? There. It is set correctly if I can see it correctly. Yep, it is. It is a 70 flat. Yes. Usually you go there to the harbor, but we're not doing that right now. Yeah, basically the right lane is for people that drive slower than the speed limit. The middle lane is basically for the people that are actually doing the speed limit. And then you have the left lane, which is for people that go above the speed limit. Or are overtaking, because you are allowed to go a little bit faster if you're pulling an overtake. Because nobody likes it when you have to overtake someone doing like 99 kilometers per hour when you're doing 100 or 102. When the gap is so small that it would otherwise take kilometers to pull the overtake, holding everybody up. You don't want to do that, so you do like 110, pause them quickly, go back to the normal speed, done. It's for everyone's safety as well. If you just drive smooth. Same with traffic jams. People tend to do a lot of start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. Why not try and smooth it out? Which is what I try to do. You know, maybe keep a little bit more distance and just keep my speed low. Maybe a little bit lower than the person in front of me. Because if they then brake and get closer, I can maintain my speed. Then they get away a little bit, then they come back to me, then they get away a little bit. You sort of have this movement thing. Where, you know, it's just I keep a constant speed, and the driver in front of me just continues to accelerate and brake, which if you have a little bit of car sickness even, that's gonna trigger it. Especially if you have like children in the back seat and you are, you know, on vacation, and you keep doing the accelerate and brake technique, then you are eventually in like 10 minutes to an hour gonna have the argument of a child saying in the back, I need to throw up. And by the time they're saying it, you basically have 10 seconds to get a bag underneath their mouth. Or, you know, just try and find a place to stop, because you are not making it in time for them to like pull over to the next gas station, throw up, and then continue. No, the kid is going to throw up in the car. But if you keep a constant speed, the children will be happy. They won't they might bother you because you're going incredibly slow and they're bored. But that's just children. Like, that is your own fault. You chose to travel with them. So, yeah, just if you want to do some proper driving, do it. Try and be smooth. Just start, like, you know, if you can, instead of immediately pressing your brake, try to just release your gas pedal. Just release it. See if you can solve the situation by just rolling. Because if you can, perfect. You can accelerate, you lose a lot less speed, you can do it a lot smoother, and it's an overall improved experience over, oh no, there's a slight impedance, let me quickly slam on the brake. A lot of people have stuff to learn about smooth driving. Me as well. Like to sometimes make decisions that cause me to, especially at roundabouts when there's quite a lot of traffic going off the roundabout, but I do see one person not indicating where they're going, where you're hoping that they're gonna get off the roundabout as well so you can get on, but then they don't, so then you have to brake harder in order to not get on the roundabout right in front of their lights, basically. It's a bit of a tricky thing where some sort of have to, you know, slam on the brakes. But I don't care actually that much, really. Most of the 9 times out of 10, it just means that I can get onto the thing more smoothly. Like, I can just easily enter the roundabout at a little bit of higher speed, which is of importance as well, like keeping a little bit of speed going. Also, I just realized, are all those 3 things even gonna fit on the turntable in the museum? .50 with a switch coming up, yes. currently doing almost 40 with all the load behind me. I can't even see the demonstrators behind there. Let's hope they're still there. Yep, there they are. We want to stay within the corner. Doing a healthy 44. Which then leads to a 7 going to a 5. Yeah, this is going to be an expensive one, I have a feeling. But at least I'm going to have 2 more demonstrators because I do kind of want the DE6 demonstrator properly again. Like, I want to get it fixed up, running, and don't have to, make sure I don't have to pay the fees because that's kind of the end game part of it. Yeah, that's at that corner. We're currently here around. We're pretty soon gonna be going to the squiggle. Is there a speed limit sign here? 80. Yep, we're doing 50, but we are accelerating quite rapidly, so it's gonna be another notch down. Let's just turn it off completely and see if we still accelerate. Somewhat, yes. We've reached 60 and I opened the window to make sure I don't hear any squeaking braking noises. Is that a red arrow? Yes it is. It's going to 50 and we're doing over 60, so...
And one long discussion about washing later.
Was it about the laundry again?
It's always about the fucking laundry, apparently.
Ah. Because apparently, I guess you did something with it.
Well, we're washing clean laundry at this point.
Why?
Fuck if I know.
It's...
And I'm getting cold again.
Yep.
Those were the noises I didn't want to hear. The wheels sort of squealing. Wait, where do I even have to go? B1 inbound of the museum.
Continuing on.
I have to flip through a bunch of pages. B has a through yard. That is nice.
But yeah, apparently keeping clean and dirty laundry separated is really fucking hard.
Oh no.
Hey, hell.
So that basically means that if you don't have it separated, everything gets to go in again. Yeah, I understand now why it would be annoying.
Like, I get told to fucking move laundry from the washing machine to the dryer. I then immediately spot my own fucking laundry that was already clean being fucking wet again.
Yep.
Yeah. Endless fucking whining.
Yeah, you don't have that when you live on your own. Or with people that don't whine all the time. Though that does mean if you live on your own, like, that does mean you have to do everything by yourself. But it also means you can do everything your own way without having other people complain about it.
It also means I don't get 22 calls in a fucking day.
Also, yeah. That does mean that as well. But yeah, that requires another building. Which, good luck.
Yeah, not gonna happen. So yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah. Unless you have a decent paying job. It is basically just gonna be, you're gonna, like, rent is your only option, and it's gonna be over 50% of your paycheck. Depending on where you live, of course. If you live in the middle of nowhere, then it's gonna be cheaper than living in the center of a big city. Which is why I don't understand why some younger people go out almost completely broke trying to live in the center of a city.
Yeah, because there's shit to do.
Yes, but why not save a lot of money by going outside of that city and just have some travel time?
Because people are lazy.
I guess. I mean, it is a fact that I have a course right now which requires me to drive forever. Like, it does. If I look at Google Maps without any traffic, it's like 1 hour and 5 minutes. Maybe, like, let's say 1 hour and 10 minutes. If I do it during the times I travel, make that 1 hour and 45 minutes. Because traffic jams. And overall slow moving traffic.
But I have a fucking garbage can to fucking put outside.
Good luck.
Because that also still has to be done.
I'm kind of starting to see the point where we had the entire structure of one person does the household, one person earns the money. Like, I do see the point in keeping those two roles separated from each other. For a simple reason. A household takes a lot of effort. A job takes effort. If you have to combine those two, you basically have no spare time left because you're either going to be busy at work, or when you get home you have to do the laundry, do the dishes. You know, you have to do everything, which leaves like a little spare time to do anything else. But if you have someone that just does the house stuff, like doing the laundry, just cleaning, and just, you know, keeping the house neat and tight, and then you have the other person who just makes the money, and, you know, if you each help each other, that's called a healthy relationship. Some people need to look that up in a dictionary. Time bonus? Oh! Wait. Oh my. Oh. That's a screenshot right there. Like, 41 seconds. I had 19 seconds left. Yeah, the time bonus. No damage was made to your valley property or the environment. Keep it up. No environmental damage. That's what those things that I often throw away immediately say. This one I have 138,000. Let's get the D6 and the D6 and the DM3 in their respective positions, because that is a necessity at this point. Getting out of here is going to be tricky with the amount of loads that are here. It's basically going to be those two, hoping that they go to the same spot, which is probably the harbor. Or steel mill. Or machine factory. Machine factory would be kind of nice, because then I could take one... Let's take the car that's there. So why am I... Why would I waste time when there's hand car? Bye, hand car. Alright, let's open this door up. That door is open as well. Let's then start the engine again, back it up, grab the other shit. Oh, it's so much smoother without a load. Let's see, has there been some weird, funky news? Or some straight up terrible news? Apparently they miscalculated history. Them figuring out that humans could have made fire, or could make fire 165,000 years earlier. Yeah, the US won, you know, social media. Which does mean that if you want to be denied access to the United States, and you want to have it like guaranteed, just have a meme about Trump on your phone, post it on social media. It's gonna fit. Ooh, that's a very close move. That is very close. Let's see, what else do we have worth of news? The EU wants to sort of relax the rules about carbon emissions with when building specifically energy infrastructure, because especially in the Netherlands there is just like the entire system is not made for it. The entire energy grid is sort of is overloaded, which means that new building projects and everything all struggle. You know, they're also I've been getting ads not to use that much power between 4 and 9 p.m. specifically. Because apparently that's when the grid gets loaded, because you know it's also the time everybody gets home, so lighting in houses turns on, cooking happens, you know, the other fun stuff that people do that costs electricity. So then that struggle happens, and apparently they want to sort of prevent that spike from happening. Yeah, good luck. I understand why they want to do it, but personally, that ain't happening. Like, no, you might have some people that try and limit their power usage during those times. But you know, people get home, people want to do cooking. All new building projects don't really have any gas. Like you have electricity and water. You don't, like older houses still have a gas line and everything. Newer houses don't. So if people start cooking is electric, induction, that uses electricity as well. You're not gonna wait till after 9 to eat. So yeah. What else do we have? Oh, yeah. Apparently, a couple teenagers got a community service and mandatory treatment for a bunch of fires. Like they tried to set a couple of fires, didn't work, and then one of them did, and the store burned down. They tried with the library, a McDonald's, a Hema, which is just a store with a bunch of like office supplies and other stuff like that, and a church and a cinema. They tried to burn all that down. Yeah, they can't figure out why. Big surprise. They can't figure out why. It's just, yeah, like
the train is still on the tracks. You're not playing Derail Valley, right? It's not derailed.
Well, I've already done that this playthrough, and I'm trying to get money to switch from using these Derail Valley.
Ew, money, eat the rich.
Yeah, I'm trying to become independent because currently I'm running sort of loaner engines. Like, I have to pay a service fee for them even though I maintain them myself. But if I get
Just
the
like hiring a home in this day and age, am I right?
But I have the Demonstrator DE6 behind me. So I can, in theory, get this one restored to its former glory and use this, modify and use this. Specifically, I want to see the incline, I want to see, you know, I want to have my speed digitally as well. So you basically have 2 speedometers. One analog, one digital. Maybe some extra lighting in here so you have better lighting in your cabin, because often the lighting in these trains suck. If it even has internal lighting, the S282, the big steamer, doesn't even have proper lighting. Also, good news for people that like food. The Italian kitchen, like, I'm not sure if it's actually like the Italian kitchen and style of cooking is now UNESCO heritage stuff.
Only now? How?
Like, the UN has decided that pasta is now. So I might want to come to a halt first. Like, come to complete stop here. I don't know, but it's sort of funny.
I mean, Dutch, Chinese food is also UNESCO. Fucking. So I mean,
Something derail. Sounded like it, but no, it didn't. I drive through a heritage site every, like, if I usually go to work every afternoon. Because I take 2 different routes every day. Like, the route I take to work is different than the route I take back home. Why? I don't know. I just like using the route back that is slightly different.
so question of the day: are you a one light kind of guy, or are you a many lights type of guy?
One light or many light? What do you mean by that?
Oh god, I'm gonna have to explain this. Oh god.
Just give a quick explanation.
There are 2 philosophies to lighting a room.
Yes. Indeed. Do you mean I use, if I go for many lights instead of one big light to light up a room?
Like, you essentially have the way you just have a bulb in the middle of the fucking ceiling. That's your light. Or you have, for instance, many lights, RGB strips, shit like that.
Well, so far in my life I only have experience with the one big bulb and maybe like a desk lamp. But for streaming especially, I would love to have a little bit more lighting.
All I'm saying is, China has really cheap really long RGB strips of light.
At a decent price.
I mean, for European standards, yeah, hell fucking yeah. You are very much acquainted with fucking Chinese web source.
Yeah, AliExpress, I know. Wait, I want to go the other way. But, yeah. Like, if it's fully offline, sure.
I mean, it depends on which one you buy. Obviously, you can buy them with app, without app, etc. I would actually advise it without app. To be fair, that's just better.
Yeah, considering everything is to be built in and you don't have the Chinese government spying on you.
Not only that, with app causes some fucking weird fucking shitty issues in just general use. Essentially having to use your phone sometimes rather than the remote.
Yeah. So if you have just the remote, like no app at all.
It's just better. It's just better.
Although technically all I would need is just an RGB strip with sort of the right color of white, the proper warmth, just to put above my head. That would be the only lighting I would want to add. And
yeah, but at that point, just get a fucking RGB strip.
I know. Although, wouldn't it be a possibility, right? This is a theory.
A game theory?
No, a lighting theory. To connect the RGB lighting, or to connect like an LED strip, because they don't use a lot of power, because it's LEDs.
Yeah, but why not? Why bother with doing it in such a weird way? Just buy the LED strip with a system that powers it.
Yes, but what if piggyback off the desk lamp?
But why?
So if you turn the desk lamp on, it also turns this strip on. Although that might not work entirely.
I would actually advise against that, even.
Not only are you messing with electronics,
you're also just making it less versatile.
I already have a RGB light bulb in there that uses a remote. Wait a second. I already have a remote for my light.
That's actually a bigger issue potentially. If they don't use the same control scheme, that's actually gonna interfere with each other.
What, you mean you're gonna, like, one is gonna turn on, the other's gonna turn off?
Yes.
If you can,
not necessarily that way, but like, essentially they use every RGB lamp essentially uses the same remote. The thing is, the buttons are not configured the same.
Oh, so worst case scenario.
Either physically different, or either the signal that is sent is different. So for instance, oh, you make one light green, the other turns pink.
Yeah, that might be an issue. But for that you have to care. And I'm willing to gamble it to have one singular remote that actually does everything.
I mean, let's be real here. It costs you like $20-30, and you have a system that you just have one outlet that it goes into, and then you have two long strips of RGB LED strips. You just put on there with the tape.
That might be an issue. Actually getting an outlet.
You need one outlet. You can do this.
Yeah, considering my entire room originally comes with like two sockets in one spot. I already have.
It doesn't use that much power realistically.
Yeah, but I might have one left, and then I already have like those extending things with like 7 of them. And I have 2 of those. piggybacking off each other,
So it's perfect. You have one left.
and I'm powering my entire setup with that.
Not only that, you won't need your desk lamp anymore. That frees up another one.
I put it in the wrong slot. Well, I do kind of want to use my desk lamp because, yeah, it emits a nice amount of light.
Regardless, you only need one slot. You have one slot. What's the issue?
Considering I would have 0 slots left.
It's fine.
And I'd rather have a single outlet left for if, let's say I want to use my power supply to shove some voltage through something. Like, still have to test a 12-volt car compressor to see if I can get it to actually fire up, so I can shove it back in the car and eventually use it if I get a flat tire. Because I have a weird flex on a lot of my colleagues who drive lease vehicles. And that is just the fact that I have a full spare tire.
You son of a bitch.
Like, I can just easily say, alright, I'm just gonna... Oh, I have a flat? Let me just casually replace it with another tire that I can then use to, you know... 25k. But it's a weird flex to have because it just seems so logical to just... Oh, tires can get punctured quite easily. Maybe you put a full...
But if you spend less money on the car, Big Boss gets more money.
Yes. Like, the owner of the company gets to buy an extra yacht. Yay. Like, just how difficult is it to put a full... I mean, of course, tires have gotten bigger and bigger. Like, I'm gonna have to double check because I'm not sure if I...
Do you know what the infuriating part is?
What?
They still have the actual place molded in there for a fucking spare tire.
Yeah. Couldn't it be like an option? Like... Like, oh yeah, the option is, just, you know...
But RGB LED strips, honestly, fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, they can, yeah. Although, I would have mine
Like,
basically always on the same
tune
color.
the light. You can just tune the light how you want it and even change it.
I have the same with my light bulb. Like, I can make it brighter, I can make it less bright. I could easily
is
change that.
your light bulb is a single point.
Yes.
A LED strip is a fucking giant area.
Yeah, but I just put it underneath my bed.
I mean, one of the 2 strips is literally under my desk.
You gave your desk underglow.
Literally, and it is the best thing I've ever done.
See, it will cost 65,000 to...
Like, the thing is, like, I actually can see inside of the fucking cubby holes. I can see inside of the fucking places inside my desk because I have lighting there.
Yeah, fair
Same
point.
with my fridge. It is actually a practical thing.
But I'm gonna deafen myself real quick. because I'm gonna press a button. Because it is time. Time for me to start the closing of the stream. Because first of all, the lighting is a bit dark right now because I forgot to turn my light on. My actual room lighting. And yeah. Like, there's no sunlight from a monitor because it switches to my background, which is my car. But yeah, gonna be wrapping it up because I'm tired and I have to wake up tomorrow. And yeah, if you, like we saw, want to see more of it, make sure to let me know. Every bit of feedback is always welcome, and any ideas are welcome as well. And yeah, next stream will be on Friday. Might be a little bit messy because it is going to be the day before we celebrate my birthday, so yeah, which is this weekend, so I guess we could call it a birthday stream somewhat. So there's that. But it's going to be Stormworks, it's going to be some fun. Going to be some, gotta remember what project I was working on. Oh yeah, Battleship. We'll see. But yeah, I wish everybody a very pleasant evening, night, morning, afternoon, or whatever other time zone you live in. And from me, goodbye.